get clean, my sister. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place get clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let a place look good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother. Come along, sister.
Episode of the program this week, Thursday, the 23rd of June. 23rd of June. Only 1 week left in June. You know, the heat is on of the summer anyway, but that is all good. We'll learn how to cope with the heat. Less stuffy clothes and all kind of different things. Well, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. When we discuss various things, usually it helps us to understand our situation and the conditions under which we live in, and therefore various days we discuss various things, sometimes according to what come up new in the news. What I want to prompt as a discussion today, that the selfish people and the more wicked mind people unite much more than the ordinary people. Me and you might regard ourselves as the ordinary people, not selfish, not wicked-minded. But the funny thing is that we we don't unite as much and as tightly as the selfish people. Even though them selfish, them find other selfish people and unite with. And even though them wicked, them unite with other wicked people. And that way, you know, them have strength, because unity is strength. And the ordinary people who don't have them bad mind, funny enough, don't unite so much and remain weaker than the wicked and than the selfish. All right, we have any call there? Have an earphone. All right, we'll soon set up an earphone and take the first call. Yeah, so that is one of the things that will help if you realize that the selfish people and the wicked people and most of the people who don't really care about the rest that much, they unite, and that unity give them strength, and the strength give them a strong position. And then the people who the people who might care about people more and think about other people more, at the same time thinking about people and caring about people more, them don't unite that much. We have a phone call here. All right, our call. Let's get to the phone. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, fire. Respect.
Well go on.
Go on there between earth and sky, you know.
Hold on, talk little slow for me now. Yes or no?
Yeah, me there between earth and sky, you know.
Yeah, I don't hear what you say. Just talk well slow for me.
Yeah, me there between earth and sky.
Oh, between earth and sky, no? True.
Feel like I all away, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, watch fire. You see when before the current conflict between Ukraine and Russia, before I shot fire in the current conflict.
Yeah.
Me hear Putin ask fire. I'm declare this from earlier out there. They say me couldn't support nobody where I kill poor people like myself.
Yeah.
Or cost poor people life to go like myself. So I don't support nobody in the whole thing. You see, I don't support against nobody in the whole thing.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
But before I shot fire, I hear Putin ask if Russia should I go in Canada and do what the North America Trade Organization do, NATO do in Ukraine, what would that happen?
Yes.
Which me think is a valuable question.
Valid, yes, it's valid.
That don't give no right to go in Ukraine to kill off innocent and poor people, you know, because when time it start, me here say is a lot, me see on the news where a portion of private jet will start fly out the rich people out of Ukraine, you know, them show that on TV say the rich people depart the country before a shot fire in the country, you know. So therefore poor people alone left in the country. Mark you, when I say every rich people fly out, you get me right, fire?
Yeah. Yes, I understand, that's true.
Right, so I'm not going to say every rich people fly out, but at least you can see some fly out.
Yeah, so those who was prepared, and those who united, and those probably were more cool, fly out early.
But you know, I constantly hear always say, the drugs, the bad man them, they done them and them thing they unite. Really and truly, where you see them do? You call that really unity?
Yes, what them do? Them not unite in love, you know. Them unite in a badness. So all right, the people them who was threatening Russia. Why Russia feel threatened? What happened with Ukraine? Why Russia feel threatened?
Yeah, because as it might intimate in the question when I'm asked, he must say America, which the North Atlantic, NATO really, from America United, America control it, you know.
Yes, NATO is the northern country them, whether in America or in Europe. The white people country them, North Atlantic Treaty.
Yes, so treaty.
Yeah.
So him know say when time America really call NATO, but America really, when America comes so close to him country,
yeah, but how them come close to him country?
When them go in the organization now I go form up.
Yes, because NATO, North Atlantic Treaty form up after the Second World War, because America and Russia was fighting on the same side, you know.
Right.
In the Second World War, you know.
Right.
So them unite in a way, but them unite to save them own self. When them win the war now, America and Russia broke up unity because America a fight against communism. So although communism help him survive the war, when the war done, him say him no need the communist country no more. So him also set up an organization to fight against communism. So him set up NATO. So it's 80 years now. It's about nearly 80 years now. The war done, you know. But America and NATO invite part of the old-time Russian Federation to come in and NATO with them. So it coming like them a draw over some of Russia one-time ally on for them side. You understand?
Yeah, man.
So so the reason why Russia object to Ukraine going on NATO is because that are going to endanger Russia now. So, as you say now, Russia said to America and all of the other countries. Suppose I was to come up near Canada and America and friend up your neighbor and I set them against you, you would allow that? Suppose him was to go to Mexico, and suppose him was to go to Greenland or Iceland where they're near to Canada, and suppose him was to go into the Caribbean, like when him going to Cuba, Russia going to Cuba one time, and friend up America neighbor and set them up against America. If them would have just stay one place and don't do nothing, you think America would have stay one place and don't do nothing, and Canada?
That's why the question what Putin asks so valuable, and no, America wouldn't support that.
They wouldn't allow Russia.
Allow.
They wouldn't allow Russia to set up them neighbor them against them.
No,
like if you hear, like if we are neighbor to a lady and she and her 4 children live in a house, and we see a guy want to kill her, and move in next door to our house and friend up for our neighbor, and say to them, say, rent me a room because I want to stay in the area for 2 months. But me and you know, say, at next door, I want to get next door to the woman and her 4 picnic for kill her one night. So we wouldn't want our next neighbor we live side her for rent the enemy in a room. Would I want that?
Because how you going to live with yourself after them kill the woman and 4 picnic?
Yes.
So,
right. So therefore we go over to the neighbor and say, neighbor, the man where I rent the room from, for 2. You know him? Them say no, but him a pay some bigger money than any tenant before. And we say, you know, say, him used to live next door there, but him and the people over there fall out, and him promise say one day I'm going to burn out the house there. And then the renter say, no, I never know that. And he said to the neighbor, say, yeah, hear me now? You see him moving any furniture when him rent the room? Them say, no, him not moving no furniture. Me da wonder about that, you know. How him rent the room for double money and him now move out no furniture. And we are said to them, say, see it there? And no sleep him want sleep there, you know. I hide him want hide there and creep. Him no want sleep him want creep. That's why him not bring no furniture. So that must be a sign to you. So the double money we ma pay. And now moving no furniture, beware of him because and so on and so on. So that is the situation with Russia and Ukraine and NATO and America. Similar situation. I know back Russia do you know. But I know say it's a neighborhood thing. It's a neighborhood thing.
Fire, watch it now. When the SDS now and say all a man in the area, and you hear it. I'm in the area, I'm a MP.
Yeah.
And when you take a stop now, you are here say, you say the gunman there, where you see what they're going with all things.
Yeah.
Really, I MP billing, you know?
Yeah.
I MP my work, you know.
Yeah.
How could I, you know, support the MP there, no matter which party?
No, if I hear that, I'm not going to swallow it, you know. But I go and watch MP, and I go and watch the man, and I go and investigate.
And when you watch, and do your investigation,
you find out that's true.
And your investigation, I lead towards where you are here.
Yes, true. Sound like it true.
Alright, yeah, cause yeah. So likewise, how you go support? How you support PMP and GLP, liar to PMP, you support them and put your hope and trust in a PMP and GLP after the leaders of them have do so much to the citizens of this country.
Yes, and we know say both of them have them gang in every part of Jamaica where them aligned to. Yes, we couldn't support them.
Yeah, man, respect you for you.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, man. 619-1508. 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. All right, right away. Live chat now. Live chat. Giovanni Johnson said, blessed morning, Jerry. D. King said, Yale Bongo, Africa first, Africa forever. Who played that song that you always play for your intro? You mean the last song when I start play a few months now? A burning spear. The one who said pick up the pieces. Is it? Tell me if it's it. Attack. True. Kevin Lawson said, good morning, Jerry. Blessed love. Africa love. Philadelphia in the house. That means people of Philadelphia are watching and listen. Nice. Kevin Lawson said, Jerry, the audio is low. All right, may I talk more in the mic now? Right, but can't tell me if it's any better now, please. Kevin Lawson. Pablo of Music said, Bongo, Jerry. Greetings in Florida. I press the like button right away. Yeah, man, Pablo. I encourage people to press the live button, and that bring me to mind. Say, yes, man, we want people to support this radio station, Bess FM. I want people to call all right and tell us if them support this radio station, because there are certain things we can do to make things better if you support this radio station. Kian Brown say, Hail Bongo Jerry, thanks for the edification and information and experience I obtained during the 4 hours. Advice on resolving our problems from the broad behavior of suppression. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, man, live chat that. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yeah, man, so call me and write me and tell me if the audio is better now. All right, we very appreciate much when you guide us and tell us what to do better and how to talk up more in the mic. We appreciate everything. Have any call there? Have one? Good morning, welcome to the program. Yes, good morning and welcome to the program. How are you doing? Anybody there? Have a difficulty with the telephone? All right. Tough Gang say morning, Jerry from Harlem. Tough Gang say morning, Jerry from Harlem. Good morning, Jamaica and the diaspora. Caribbean experts say, Bongo Jerry, National Athletics trials start today. Clash of the Young and the Dinosaurs at the stadium. I agree with you. Only that I don't agree with say it's not dinosaur because Shelly, and although she's 35, she has shown that 35 is not a dinosaur yet. Did you know that it's Jamaica out of the whole world? Is Jamaica demonstrate to the world? Not now, from 1952 and even from 1948, Jamaica start demonstrate to the world that when a runner reach 30 years old, them done. Because the world always have it say, when a runner reach 30-year-old, them done, But Jamaica from 48 and 52 pioneer older and older athletes doing great and being on top of the world. Next call. Good morning, welcome. Morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome to the program. Could I hear, please? Hello. Let me join with the phone call. Good morning, welcome to the program. Something wrong with my earphone? Is there anything wrong with my earphone? Morning and welcome to the program. Are you there? Not there? All right, as them say, Caribbean experts say, morning, Jerry. National trials, athletics trials start today. Can we get out that busy signal? Can we get out this busy signal here? Yes, and Clash of the Young and the Dinosaurs. Well, as I say, I wouldn't describe them as dinosaurs because they do so great. Elaine Thompson is soon 30-year-old. Shelly Ann 35. And she said she go run till she's 40. When Merlin was 40, she was running world-class time still. In the year 2000 Australia Olympics, Merlin was still running world-class time. And many other athletes, even run male and female, perform up to 40 years old and great at world-class thing. But I understand what you mean when you say dinosaur. The Natal Basco say, Ra is willing. Ra is willing. Hail Bongo, Jerry. Ken Brown. True really gaining better understanding of the circumstance of the members of the public. Yeah. Ganja said, people all over listen to your brethren. Thank you. Conrad Tomlinson say morning. Small. Kevin Lawson says, better now. It is more better now. D King says, yes, Bongo, the intro you play before you come on. Okay, Burning Spear, pick up the pieces. Thanks, Bongo. Aye. Thank you. Devon Lawson say, yeah, man, up. Ganja say, greetings from Brooklyn. Conrad Tomlinson said, the audio is a bit better now. However, the video is still not in sync with the audio. I am wishing for the day when we get both of them in sync so that you can see the face and the mouth talking the same words that you hear in their ears. Very important. There is a delay between them. Yes, Conrad Tomlinson. Al Kubalan said Tarrant in the building, and Courtney Hunter said, we are hearing you a little better, small. Yeah, man. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Yeah, what is the problem we have with the phone here? Yes, okay. Yes, good morning. Yes, the numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yes, the people that don't care much about other people, although they don't care much about other people, them unite more than we who say we care about other people. What? You see that come like a mystery. Can you imagine? Many of us say that we and do care much about other people and all other people, and yet we don't take any steps to unite. And we don't have to unite with no crowd, because nobody is naturally just going to unite with a whole crowd of people. You unite with people one by one. But the fact is that it seemed like a strange thing and a mystery that the people who really do care for other people, they hesitate to unite. But the people who don't care about other people, they unite. But there's a reason. It's not a mystery. I'm going to get a reason a little more. There's a reason why those people unite. Let's get back to the phone. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning.
Hello?
Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Jerry Small, my first time.
How are you doing, man? Is that lady this?
Yes, it is, sir.
Your name
I'm
is?
a lady, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Your name?
My name is Hyacinth Williams.
Yeah, you live in Jamaica.
I'm in Golden Age, and I'm calling you about some issues. I've been here from 219. I can't dig my foot out. This is why I'm in Golden Age.
You can't. What just happened to your foot, ma'am? What just happened to your foot?
Yes, a cat tore the back of my ankle out.
Oh.
So I come into Golden Age.
Yes, ma'am.
And the thing is, since I've been in Golden Age, I've been abused, hit in my head, everything.
You've been abused physically or mentally?
A guy threw a rock and hit me in my head.
Yes,
and then,
yes.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I'm hearing you, man.
And then, the nurse then pushed me in the gutter. They're going on bad in there. They even sell drugs in here, sir.
Hold on a little bit, please, ma'am. You say nurse them. More than one nurse push you in a gutter?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hold on a little, please, ma'am. Hold on. What happened before they push you in the gutter?
All right. The thing is, I had just moved into another Custer E, and they wanted to search up my clothes and put dead people clothes in my locker. And so now I didn't want to leave the room because it's my personal clothes. And so after then, they said for me to come out, but me wasn't going out. And so
to come out of what? Out of the cluster?
Out of the room.
Out of the room.
Out of the room. And so after I didn't move out, the two nurses, I hold on to the door and the wall because I have a walker, and I sit on the walker and they push me out.
Hold on, is it male nurse or female nurse?
Female, two big nurses. One of them name is Millwood. She go on for to be big gangster woman.
All right, hold on a minute, please, ma'am. Now, how long ago that happened?
That's been June 4th.
The 4th of June this year.
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, and when you hold on to the door, what you say them do after that?
They pull my hand from the door.
How many is two female nurse or male and
Yes,
female?
sir. Yes, sir. They push my hand off the wall and push my hand off the door and push me out and slam the door and hit my back.
All right, now are you stationed in that cluster? That is where you live and sleep?
Yes, I live in 84.
Yeah, well, no, you live in that cluster and they want you to come out.
No, sir. They wanted me to come out the room so they could search my clothes.
Yeah, and hold on, ma'am, hold on, please. What they say they want to search your clothes for?
They said they want to see if I have too much clothes.
That's what them said to you, if you have too much clothes?
Yes.
And hold on, please. And if you have too much clothes, what would they do?
They're going to take my clothes and put it in the clothes room.
Oh, you have a clothes room where they keep everybody clothes?
With everybody clothes.
So when you go in the clothes room, anybody can use them? Or
I don't go in there, sir.
Hold on. When the clothes room has different section for each person clothes?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
When you go in there, is the clothes room, everybody things are in there.
So how you find your clothes when you go in the clothes room?
That's the thing. They put my clothes, they said they put it up. I have washpan, basket, everything. They had to buy new clothes the other day. They say they're going back down here, sir.
All right, so the other inmates there at the Golden Age room, some of them saw what they did to you?
Yes, a whole lot of them saw it, sir.
And any of them are angry about it?
Yes, because they say, right.
All right. So other inmates are being abused too?
Yes, sir. More than abused.
All right, tell me something now. Anybody come to visit you? You have any relative or friend who come to visit you?
Yes, I do, sir. My husband come.
Yeah, he live in Jamaica. Hold on, please. Your husband and your son live in Jamaica?
Yes, sir.
And then they know what has happened to you?
Yes, sir. And my pastor, new life.
All right. Your husband and your son, they talk to the manager of the Golden Age home about this?
Yes, he has.
And when they talk to the managers, what has been done?
They don't do nothing, sir. Because
all right, okay. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. Does your husband and your son know that they don't do anything after them talk to them?
Yes, sir.
And what they do after they find out that they don't do anything?
They don't say anything, and the social worker them don't do nothing. I went and reported.
Yes, so your husband and your son don't follow it up?
Yes, but being that he's a guy up in age.
How old is he?
65.
And how old are you?
I will be 70 years old on my birthday.
When month? Which month?
June.
What date of June?
I born the 29th of June.
Oh, you will be 70. And your husband is 65, you say?
Yes, sir.
And you say that him don't bother follow it up. Him after them not following up the thing, him just leave it there.
Yes, sir. And then another thing is, they owe us 10,000. We took the injection. And they tell us from last year we would get 10,000. We don't get it yet.
Nobody at nobody at Golden Age get that.
Yes, sir. Few people. But it's a whole lot of people waiting. And they sent me a letter saying it's being processed from last year, sir. And this is 2022.
So tell me something now. You were living away from Jamaica?
Yes, I was in England.
And where else?
Retired. I retire.
And you were in England and where else?
I was in Germany too, sir.
And when you come back to Jamaica?
2003.
So since you come back to Jamaica, you and your husband get together?
We lived together, sir. It's true the cat bit my foot, and he used to bandage it and stuff, and it cost $6,000 for 3 days to go to the clinic. So this is why I come here.
So how old is your son?
My son is 19 by my husband.
And you are 70? So when you are 50, you have your son?
No, when I was 50.
Eh?
The last baby was at 50.
50 years old, 50?
Yes, sir.
And you and him have children before?
No, I have other children by my first lover.
That's before you leave Jamaica, or you had that child abroad?
No, I have it in England.
And if the father is an English person?
Yes, he is.
Yes, ma'am. Look here now. You ever hear about Desmond Mackenzie?
Yes, sir, but he controlled this, and the Prime Minister told him to open up everything, and he have not opened this. Is 3 years since they don't open the place up.
All right, listen here now. I'm going to take your number from you, but not on the air. Here, ma'am. Is your phone?
I don't know the number.
Oh, hold on, please. Hold on, please, ma'am. Hold on. Is the phone that you're using, is it your phone?
Yes, it is, sir.
You don't know the number?
Not offhand, no.
All right, I'm going to give you my number.
All right.
Don't hang up, please. Don't hang up, please, the music people. Please.
All right, let me get a pen here.
Yeah, get a pen.
All right.
All right. Do we have any other callers on the? Do we have any other callers on the line?
All right.
All right. Next call. All right. Give her a number for me, please. And write down her name, please. Yes, I think we have another phone.
Yeah, man.
Take it. Take this. Yeah, may I hear you? Warm. Yes, Pablo.
I heard Bongo Jerry.
We hear his voice is going out on the air, right? Yes, Pablo,
Yeah.
Wagwan.
I couldn't hear the person who you was talking to a while ago, but I can hear you clearly now.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe even, but much better than before.
Yeah. Wagwan.
Captive lions dwell in hope, man.
May I tell you?
My brack.
Yes. Yeah, man, that is some of the topic them where we used to do with artwork, and, musician artists and graphic artists.
Okay, you remember when me used to have the record shop on Mullines with me and Paddy?
Yes. What name again? What
Invaders.
name? Eh?
Invaders. Right down the bottom
Yeah.
of
Marvel Avenue.
right at the bottom of Sandringham Avenue, facing north.
Yes. Invaders, and you did have a steel band name, Sato.
No, steel band was Advocate. Them time they were run a Ambrook Lane.
Oh, yes.
All right. And you used to come there and fix picture for we.
Yes.
Remember them time they used to sell His Majesty
portrait, draw them and sell them, draw them and print them and sell them and draw a picture of a lion and then zoom them with it.
Well, Prem, you was one of the few man I should get the expression His Majesty eye them, because eyes in photograph.
Yes. In photograph and artwork.
Yeah, to have a whole to do with the whole image.
Resemblance. The eyes and the mouth is the main thing that render resemblance in a portrait or even in animals. Eyes and the mouth.
Well, I'm glad to see how everything going.
Matter of fact, by the way, up at number 4 Dunrobin, don't you did have a location up there too? When we was up at Dunrobin?
I used to live at the corner of Lindsay Crescent.
Yeah, man. From where you to know one another from this. But in the 70s now, through the bike man, them Richie Powell and Jeremy and Naya we fix shoes. Them did control a yard at number 4 Dunrobin there. And then they make me get a room to do my baking. Judy get a space to do a restaurant.
Yeah, right up at the top.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Upon number 4.
Remember them used to keep dance over there too.
Yeah, man. Jalove used to play the regular, matter of fact. I remember even
Yo, Missy Israel Vibration, that's where them coaches and walk to Jalova under Georgie Wine.
I tell you, Israel Vibration is some paraplegic man we born and grow. I use crutches, you know. Man we get polio.
And when him realize, I watch him, you know, when him realize say him in a middle of the dance hall without them crutches, him get bummy, you know.
Are we trying them, apple or a skeleton?
Apple, a skank come out from.
I tell you.
Get up, I step him sit down pan, you know, and get up, you know.
Yeah.
And dance out and remember say him left him crutches, you know.
I tell you, yeah. I remember up a stereo there, all up a Shortwood Road upstairs. It's a studio or a record shop it up there, uprising.
A record shop. Yeah, yes, that was surprising. Hey, we car up the side with Jalop, you know, Black Road, you know.
You know, man.
All right. Well, that was yesterday.
Yes.
Today. And we are talking about tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
The people, I mean, you didn't know that people have to sign, all civil servants have to sign an oath of secrecy.
Yes.
I signed that at Cooking Street Courthouse when I worked there.
Yeah.
That's why enough people can't talk, tell everything done up, you know.
Yes.
Because I go there as a proofreader.
Oh.
And see the 22 name them where the rest them used to tell me about from long time I control Jamaica.
Yes, the 22 family them.
Yes, you have to put honorable front in it anyway you see it, or else you lose your work.
Can you imagine? Are the protocol them there, you know?
Yes, I couldn't, you know, say I put black entertainer to visit when Dick Gregory come.
Eh.
And she listened for me.
What?
Yeah, man. I said, no, we don't use color in this thing and none at all. You know?
You can imagine?
Yeah, man. So the suppression did it still. Cause them eventually me left from proofreading and go editorial with Miss Gludan. You know?
Miss Gludan, Barbara Gludan, yes.
Yes, I'm a children's own article come with an article on His Majesty on it. And mark page 3.
Yeah.
And mark page 3. So through me I do the page in the Gleaner. Because them tell me that the page 3 entertainment, social page, editorial page. Me I proofread them there and set the page them.
Yes.
And we see the article now upon His Majesty, so me put it on page 3 in the Gleaner. Although it was children's own it program for, you know. Yeah, man. And them said for me again, man. I said, him say, make me see the 5 pages them you do last night. If you make one mistake, I fire you.
What?
Yeah. Till him up said to me, say, where are you dealing? I say, no, but it mark page 3. Him says, you know, see, it never mark children's zone, so
yeah.
We can't get faulted, you know?
Yes. Not out.
Yes. Them time that Ben Brody did there and Marco
McNish. Yes, McNish, yeah. Yeah, man, and the next one, man, we move with them, man, Julian Jingles.
Yes, Jingles.
Reynolds.
Great.
From KC. It's great,
right.
it's great to have them experience. Can you imagine some experience where we get from we are teenager, we are working a big man position. Cause remember, you know, civil service worker, adult employment, you know, but them don't discriminate. Them employ you from your leave school. 16-year-old man.
Yes.
A 16-year-old man start working at civil service, you know.
Okay.
16-year-old and it's a holiday job me get, you know. I forgot back at school. And when school come back, besides I now go back at school and nobody say nothing to me, you know. Nobody come to me and say, why not going back to school? Them just employ me same way going.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you.
Yeah. 16-year-old. I do some big people work and I find out. Because in a tax office, I find out about the whole of the tax roll. And land where all land they all about and people come pay tax for land where enough for them until them get it for themselves. And whole heap of thing me run. Down on the waterfront. Pier runnings are going down on the waterfront. You can't
Remember
get
say Rebel and Ayangang and the man they used to run tax office.
Yes, yes. Downtown. East Street.
No, tax office beside Gleaner.
Yeah, man. I hear somebody say East Street.
Yes.
East Street because
Yeah, man.
them live a big yard. Them live a big yard. North
Yes,
Street, North Street and Kingston Garden.
Yes, North Street and East Street.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, say, it's a pleasure because it's them care there and them kind of things there strengthen we when we are come as youth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, say, youth like you have the same ideas like we.
Yeah, that man, and then when we go back up then I was teenager.
Yeah.
After we used to run together, we was 10 and 11 and 12-year-old youth. So some years on us one another and then go back. I find out that we have the same mind.
Yes. No youth when go school with to end up back in a EWF.
Yes, sir.
So me know say we did have the same spirit from that
Yeah,
time.
you're upon the same search, so you're going to arrive at the same place.
Aye, we might not reach there one time.
No.
If everybody reach there, it'll be a traffic jam.
I remember, most of the youth them who gravitate this way is youth who love family life. But sometimes some of them get estranged from family, some of them stay with family. Because one thing, I always encourage youth, although me leave my people yard from year 16, I always encourage youth to stay them people yard if them people don't put them out. And I always encourage you, don't left your job. Because you used to love walk out a job, Through them arrest them walk out a job. I always encourage you to say, don't left school. Stay at school, although me left school early.
I do that many times, man. I play music.
Yeah.
I'm playing music. I will want to get out of the 95 thing.
Yes. All right. You see the lady when name is Thompson, we call this program sometime?
Yes.
She remember when she used to live on Malvern Avenue. She used to live on Malvern Avenue.
Oh,
off the South Camp Road, at the bottom of South Camp Road and East Queen Street and Winward Road beginning. And a Mackie Burnett first.
Yes.
She hear me I talk about it and I say, wow, she didn't know him. And she remember when him I teach the steel band to all of the youth them in that area there. And she call up some
Mackie Burnett make me get a gold medal in Congo drumming in a festival.
That's great.
Yes.
Because him is a percussionist as well as a steel band man.
He is a master drummer.
Yeah.
Master.
And him never have no leg, Him never have no leg at all,
No, two prosthesis him have.
Although people see him walk there. It's two false leg here. Yes. Because I think it's true that make him come to Jamaica,
It was 4 of us. Yes. Yes. I end up in a music thing.
Yes, because I come from Trinidad, because through the Caribbean you did have a polio epidemic in 54, 55. And Jamaica was like the headquarters for the treatment. After a while, Jamaica became one of the top places in the world in the treatment of polio,
Okay.
Because of Professor Golding.
Yes.
Was in England, was very expert in polio. He is what them call orthopedic surgeon. We deal with bone and skeleton and repair of the body.
Yes.
And you see the same 22 name where you say you see in the list down in the office there. Which is the 22 most prominent family in Jamaica. One of those family
is Golden.
One of those families' daughter got polio. I don't know if you remember, I was 7 years old when it reached the heights in Jamaica, and I remember that a lot of privileged people and money people got polio, and children got polio and everything, epidemic, It wasn't poor people alone, And me have a little best friend when I go to St. Andrew Prep School for 1 year. The only white boy when me deal with. Because most of the colored boy them and me walk when me the Andrews, but one little white boy live up the road from him, get polio and dead. Upon Ruthven Road him live. Just up the road from him live. Anyway, him name I won't tell you about him name. But when the Henriquez daughter get the polio, or when member of the Henriquez family get the polio, and because they are Jewish, They were conscious of this Jewish doctor in England who was very great in dealing with polio, which is Professor Golding. Eh?
Then bring him come.
Then bring him from England, come to Jamaica, and some Mona, and if Henrik is finance the whole of the Mona rehab setting up, I believe, Them finance it and build it and took a great interest in it even up to now. And Dr. Golden there stayed there and develop and study all of the treatments. So Israel Vibration, over there them did live from them a little baby,
Yes, I remember.
And through we live over the riverbed, Capture Land over the riverbed, and we go through the Mona Rehab all the while. We get to meet them at Peter Beaufort and George Beaufort and Dove. Them youth will live Island flat, make we get to know them youth, So them youth can play piano wicked and sing some music, although them cripple.
A paraplegic, yeah.
Yes, and when we get to know them now, we start carry them with part piano there. Over the theological college up beside University of West Indies, and them get wicked on the piano, and so eventually that's how we introduce them to you and the rest of the brethren in the organization. And that's how them the whole of them become Rasta youth as paraplegic and play music till them turn a world famous group, Israel Vibration.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, this is Mackie now. Back to Mackie.
Yeah,
Mackie
Trinidad. Yeah, Mackie Burnett.
Nikki was in that group. Nikki, who last time I come to Jamaica, she and Bradba was moving together.
You mean the stout lady?
No, she's a slim, brown skin lady.
Oh, Nikki.
Nikki. She was in the thing when we win the gold medal award theater.
Yeah.
With Mackie.
Yeah, man, may I hear you?
Yeah. Well, you see, no, well, I'm really thinking about it as you talk. My mind flashing on people like Mr. Thompson and Murray and people who...
You know what I want you to, Pablo? I want you to call me back after the 11 o'clock. Because we need to talk some more. Sure. I'm going to take 2 short calls, but I want you to call me back after the 11. Here, sir? All right? Yeah, man. Thank you very much. We need to talk some more with Pablo. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Next call there. I think we have 2 calls, right? We're not hearing a lady voice. Hello. Good morning. Not there? Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, man, boy. And I just like the brother there was one of the young people you used to say Mackie Burnett at training now. This is Miss Thompson.
We hear him,
Yeah.
And I just want to say, boy, nice. I'm glad to hear him, and I was just trying to highlight, like my brother-in-law who usually be in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Oswald Sewell.
Oswald Sewell, okay. Can we go and get back Pablo after 11 o'clock now?
Okay.
I'm going to ask him if he remember Oswald Sewell or if he have another name. Him have another name they used to call him?
No, I think they call him Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where Jackie Jackson we usually...
Okay, all that Pablo now must remember now then. Jackie Jackson, that's true. Jackie Jackson, a great bass player.
Yes. And you have some other guys like Bonnie and, Windy and some other reps.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it was a whole lot of them. And that was the days of the good days, the good old days, man. It's just very, so we could have some more of it when him
call back.
Answer,
Yeah, man, that would be great. That's the only reason why I did ask for call back, because I did want to take a 1 and 2 call before the break, because I know him have much more of a remind us more than just the 4 minutes that we'd have leave.
Okay, so I will be listening.
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you, ma'am. All right, I hope Pablo's still listening, or I like linking back after the 11 o'clock. Matter of fact, there's another lady that I should link up, because her name is Mrs. Clackin. and her son Hailey Clackin was murdered by some security guards in St. Elizabeth a few years ago. Murdered brutally after he was suffering some mental illness and doing some harmless things, some strange behavior but harmless behavior. Murder him in full sight, put him to kneel down and shot him in the head. Innocently. I'm going to, during the break, I'm going to make sure I link with that lady. But the numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473, 2798473. Now the reason why, one of the reasons are to clarify it and not make it so mysterious. Why people who care for other people a lot hesitate to unite. And yet people who don't care for other people so much, they unite. That sounds strange. And why you think them unite? They unite because it pays. They unite because by uniting they get a reward. Because they unite in certain activity. They don't unite in the activity of helping other people, but they unite to do business or to link together to gang up on people. That is why we see gangsters unite so much more than ordinary people, even though them uniting about a bad thing. And you find politicians unite also. We have a call? Yes, politicians unite. Anyway, let us get back to some of the live chat. Back to some of the live chat. Yeah. D. King say. Donovan Lewis say. Alright, Ganja. Conrad Tomlinson. Alright. Courtney Hunter. Marvin Wright. Ricardo Porsche say, shout out to across the world. Rosa Poser said the Commonwealth Secretary election will be on Friday. Thank you very much for that. Pablo say audio much better now, although sound in and out now and then. Knowledge is power. Say good afternoon, Bongo Jerry. Looking forward to come to Jamaica in August. That's great. Patrick from New York. Okay. Tony Thomas say bless up Bongo Jerry. Don't forget that the day is Wednesday and tomorrow is Thursday. No, today is not Wednesday. Today is Thursday. All right. Ricardo Porter says, I hear your voice within you say you cannot paint, and then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Vincent Van Gogh. In other words, a great artist that even was being discouraged and yet faith inside him. Back with that. Ricardo Porter says, thank God for life, and good morning, Jerry Small. John Johnson said, Bongo Jerry, all tune in on this 10th waning moon, riding the carcass we call a meat body. We must prepare for the light body, the soul, spirit, and breath. Energy has no death. All right, we'll take the 11 o'clock break. We'll come back. Thank you very much. Have a problem?
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. sister, so come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along.
On this week's House Matters, lithium-ion batteries now exempt from GCT and calls for United States response on violence following recent Clarendon killings. The House of Representatives on Tuesday approved a motion to make lithium-ion batteries being imported for solar applications exempt from General Consumption Tax GCT. Minister of Finance and the Public Service Dr. Nigel Clark first announced the government's intention to exempt the products while closing the budget debate in March, with a commitment to do so by the first quarter of this fiscal year. Dr. Clark says lithium-ion batteries will play a critical role in increasing Jamaica's renewable energy penetration, adding that they are also aligned with a policy for the promotion of electric vehicles. He says the removal of GCT on importation of the batteries will make the acquisition of solar solutions more affordable for households, as the batteries constitute a big component of the cost.
The technology involved in solar and in renewable energies is constantly being updated, constantly changing, and we have to remain vigilant that the principle that was set out some time ago and we have consistently applied across administrations is that the technologies and the equipment used in renewable energies, that we treat them preferentially.
Lithium-ion batteries will now join a list of energy-efficient technologies benefiting from a differential tax regime. In the meantime, Dr. Clark says the government is on track to institute an electric vehicle policy for the country. Providing an update in Parliament Tuesday, Dr. Clark noted that the Chief Parliamentary Council is close to finalizing the legislation.
With respect to the electric vehicle policy, this is the government's intention to reduce the duty payable on electric vehicles to 10% from 30% and to remove the requirement that the annual registration cost requirement for electric vehicles that is in the final stages of final CPC stages, and I expect that will come to Parliament, depending on when we break, very, very soon.
The government's push for electric vehicles is to ensure the country does not become a dumping ground for older vehicles. This as several vehicle manufacturers have announced their intention to phase out internal combustion engines by 2030. And both the government and opposition members of parliament have called for a united response on crime and violence to stem the bloodletting across the country. This on the heels of news of the murder of a mother and her 4 children in Clarendon on Tuesday. Speaking in the House of Representatives, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang told the House that the character of this murder requires a united and total response by the state. He also outlined that the police have a person of interest in custody. Dr. Chang also noted that there have been increasing levels of inter-family violence in recent times.
But this kind of savagery is not about policing. It's a far deeper psychosocial problem which we have to unite on as a country, as a people, and find ways of identifying the vulnerable ones and begin to get at the root cause of this prevalence of violence.
For her part, Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams, who visited the community, said the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, has been deployed to provide support to the family and community members.
And so I want to join with my colleagues in publicly condemning this violence, this horrific act today, and to offer all the support we can to the family, not just psycho support, but whatever financial support we can to carry the family through.
That's it for this week's House Matters. Join us again next time for more on what's happening in the Houses of Parliament. I'm Andre Palmer. Take care.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
We're ever ready to assist you before, during, and after a disaster. Hurricanes can happen, so be prepared.
The station that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great.
It's my station.
Moving.
It's my station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Half a tree. One already, 200. Ready, mama? Ready. Is this the confusion you feel when trying to work your way through medical systems in Jamaica? Try a dose of Ask Dr. Mary every Thursday at 5 to 6 p.m. Let Dr. Mary help you understand your medical problems and bring you to a calmer place.
Melody in my voice. Kemisha plays the music nice. Melody in my voice. Kemisha full of vibes. Bess FM run the town. Yes, I run the town. Hear me loud and clear. They run the country and the town, or the far and near. Bless the love into to Empress Kemisha on Bess FM, and it's all about the reset, Mondays to Thursdays, 2 to 5 p.m. on Bess FM. Keep it locked. This is Warrior King, the Black Emperor. Come on, tune in.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
The station that rules the nation. From state to state, country to country.
Bess FM.
We play the hits just for you.
Radio, as you know it, is extinct. This is a new species of music station. This is the all-new 100. Why change and buy into technology?
That's the best!
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother.
up the PC.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to the program. You're now into the second hour of the program after 11 o'clock, and we'll continue. We'll go to the live chat. We expect to be. I wonder if Pablo is hearing me. Would I like Pablo to call us back? Pablo Black to call us back, and we continue some of that interesting recounting of events. But live chatting in the meantime. Ricardo Porcho say the reticulated python, that's a snake, is known to be the world's longest snake and has been recorded to reach over 10 meters, 32 feet. Sly Slick say, good morning, Bongo. Both are from St. Elizabeth. Since both are from St. Elizabeth, would Bess FM put up a statue of Una Morrison in Santa Cruz? Una Morrison is a lady who born and grew up St. Elizabeth and did some great work. From she been going to school, she been doing some great work, but she did some great writing and other activities in Jamaica, went to England from in the 1920s, I believe, and did some other great work, the kind of work that Louis Bennett was doing, but from even before Louis Bennett. She was writing in the dialect what you call Patois language, doing some very great writing, and also work with the BBC Caribbean program and do a lot of work. And she was also at one time was secretary to Marcus Garvey in England, and later on was secretary to His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie also in England, and went with him even to the League of Nations, that famous trip. Una Morrison, great Jamaican. Was my next door neighbor for years when my little boy helped me a lot. But anyway, let's more live chat. Sister D. Ruben said, Grand Risings, Brass Bongo, Bess FM family, love in abundance. Johnny Johnson said, respect to Miss Mark, Iselin McDonald Douglas, Minot, born born 2017, formerly of Harborview, Gold Street. My mother-in-law who passed away, she must have died. No, I don't understand. Passed away several years ago, okay, 2017. But we honor our ancestors. Okay, she passed away in 2017 on this date. All right, let's get back to the telephone. We have a call. Yeah, good morning and welcome to the program, please.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Say, this morning, they said them come back. Over 2 months, they missing in action, you know.
Where the mob, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, good. None of Flower Hill there?
Close by. When music a play for Flower Hill, we can hear.
Okay.
All right.
That's your report to her, right, sir?
Eh?
That's what you're reporting and updating us about, right?
No, something else here, otherwise still.
Yeah, man, your time, man, your time.
All right. Me talk about Ukraine war and the Russian thing.
Yes, sir.
All right. You see, when the building up at the border at Ukraine.
Yeah, the baiting up, yeah.
All right. I remember Russia and China go to the World Health Organization.
Yeah.
And know say right now America link up with Ukraine and build a new virus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What year that was?
A couple months ago.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, when me say the troop are built up, when the troop are built up, when Russia they building troop at the borderline of Ukraine and everybody attack and him say you just at them time they go in and make the complaint.
Oh yeah.
And the brethren then run away like they say where get them information from? You have proof?
Yeah.
Man said, listen, if you go there right now, you will see the proof before them this man clip. Them run them away. All right. You see, you remember in the World Cup I played in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
When the World Cup I played in Russia, George Bush, take the opportunity just like what Biden do now to Kuwait and push the LGBT agenda.
Yes.
Putin said to them, say, listen, you know, but if we...
Yes, I remember the LBTG GT agenda, yes. And you'd have some people in Russia, I believe, was protesting against the LT.
Well, the same thing what Putin say, if you feel about it, what we can do for now. When we come, we can make two men be together, economize for the water. He said it in a sarcastic way.
Yes, a sarcastic way, yeah.
Yeah. And then they have some kind of gala before the World Cup where they make one job walk out on the stage. And it's like Putin I say, this we can't do for you know.
Who they make walk out on the stage?
Them have one drag queen, but a Russian.
Oh, what you say?
And then walk out on the stage, just walk across on the stage.
Yeah.
And put like Putin I say, you know, so this we can't do for no.
Can't not more.
Bush never like that.
Oh.
As a Bush now when they talk about you know set up this in Poland and you know set up this in Ukraine and Bush, I mean Putin say shut down fire. Can one you know? Putin say shut down fire. Alright. You remember in the Arab Spring?
Yeah.
When Obama was president.
Yeah.
At that time you know the neo-Nazi was in them glory.
Yes, neo-Nazi are some people will come back again with Hitler philosophy and Hitler policy.
Yes.
And them rise up in Ukraine.
Yes.
And I think they must either win some election or mash up some election in Ukraine.
You want no. The leader what was leading Ukraine. I run here for run you know.
Some here, yes.
This leader, I don't know, voting get vote out or you know. Because if the man security, not even in security in church, the man have to run a bongo, run. I mean, like you say, hey, watch out, I grab a mean, so and so, them look, I mean, and you know, go and just disappear.
Them dodge them.
Yeah. And then, so you see them two forces there, the LGBT and the neo-Nazi.
Yes.
They work interchangeable.
Yes.
And them control the JLP and the PNP.
Oh, yes, sir.
The LGBT control the PNP.
Yes.
And the neo-Nazi control the JLP.
I wouldn't it sound accurate? Why you say sound accurate? Because them have them two parties have them two tendencies there.
Yeah, because you know see what they say do the neo-Nazi bidding.
Yes.
The same Trump. You know, and a Trump watch, you know.
Yeah,
then
Trump, yeah, man. Yes, all right.
Kneel down at the man neck.
Yes.
And them people control the
hold on,
party, you know.
I show you next thing. Are you supposed to know? What you say Holness do to set the maroon kernel them against one another and divide them for control them, you remember?
Yes.
A Trump teach him how to do that, you know. See, I got teach him too. But Trump rehearse him with that, you know. I remember say Trump did call some of them America to set them up to come divide up the Caribbean people and the CARICOM thing, you know, remember?
And it's still in effect even right now. Look on the Rwanda sitting.
Same thing.
Apartheid, you know.
Same tactics. And him always go along. Him always make himself available and try make Jamaica available to be user friendly.
Yes.
From the coaching him get from Trump, Boris Johnson and all of them. And him use it. Him use the same tactic back on the Jamaican people inside Jamaica.
Yes. And you see all this leader called Malawi.
Yes.
Bongo.
Yeah, man, that agenda she depend to.
of them people, even the culture minister,
Yes.
them people are shameless, no brethren.
Yeah.
But, hey, you see when Lavras tell Biden, you know, he said, listen, we can fashion Cuba.
Yes.
Cuba become a gun, hold to your head, you know, and you can't stop that.
Who did say that?
Yes. Is he a Putin or Lavras, the Secretary of State?
Yes.
Him say we can fashion Cuba where Cuba become a gun, hold to your head, and you can't stop that.
Yes.
Me no business with the world, you know, me let's speak for myself. Me want to see that.
Yes.
Me want to see that. Because these power, you know, they work interchangeably, you know. They are, if you check it to them, they are one thing in common. Black people are dead.
Yeah, man. The
Wholesale
poor,
and retail.
the poor and the black. They don't care about that. Yeah, man. I'm going to show you the next thing. You know, Wholeness Ghana at the Commonwealth Conference, you know, with a big entourage.
Yeah.
All right, who else gone with him? You know,
Entourage is a lot of them.
yeah, man. Him wife gone with him, cause she a big guinea gag, you know.
Yeah.
Big bully them that, you know.
Yeah.
And one of them were gone with him at the Minister of Tourism, Ed Bartlett. Where him gone with them both now?
Straighten the film side at tourism.
No, yeah, I'm only going like a tourism I go deal with. Him have a company I work with, a foreign company I work with tourism ministry and make a whole heap of money out of Jamaica. So them a promote Jamaica. It's that same company I organize the campaign for the woman named Kamina Johnson Smith. So that's why I'm a big figure in on the delegation now. Cause it look like him link them up with. You remember all Tufton did link with one company. All of them, anytime you see them as minister, you know, them always have some private company where them in a business where them get the ministry business, you know. Like where you say Royal Reed now, them investigate certain thing with Royal Reed. There's a lot of contracting and a whole lot of thing involved. But I see them with Tufton, them have some fitness company, all about them mix up, man. Mix up. And have them private company and them friend them and all kind of things who always close to the ministry. You know, understand me?
Well, of them night, brethren, because the idea when the culture minister say there is no song. Look,
festival song, yeah. Not good enough.
Yeah.
A general trip.
Then man may listen a sports talk, you know. You see judge who not test that of them, and then just this guy the world record.
Yes.
The people them say, and the culture minister appoint that man.
Which man that?
The judge command.
All right. You know the head of the group name? Is one of the labor right lawyer, and him, more time a senator. I must reappoint him, true. And guess what now? Hold on there. You remember one time, Wholeness make three people where him appoint to the Senate, but him not trust them, him so them will change their mind. And because him not trust them, he make them sign some letter of resignation, so them resign.
Yes, I remember that.
And when he make the sign a letter, them no put no date on it.
No date.
That him can take that letter and put any date on it when he want to get them out.
Yes.
And them agree to that, you know. Them agree to cut them on throat, you know, and give him the knife to cut them on throat, you know. Write and sign letter so them resign. And that man, there was the main one. The same man we head for the doping commission. Now a man where we sign a letter of resignation without no date on it, knowing same boss I go fire him with the same letter. A man like that, you see it fit in with the same doping thing. I same kind of thing when him and that group of people say them not test the girl, you know.
Yeah.
Unsigned letter of doping. Undated letter of doping.
The little thing where poor people are the music.
The one little thing where the poor people have a way for emerge, or one or two little avenue where them can emerge and bust out.
And can hold a dry pan. You man a mash up it.
Alright, yeah, hear me, call me back. I have to take our next call.
Sir.
Call me back, here, sir?
Alright.
Call me back to them, man. Thank you very much. Next call, please. Good morning. Welcome. It just gone a while ago. No, but when we hear that peep, no, it gone same time. Something wrong, man. Alright, we have another call here. The numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473. 2798473. Good morning. Welcome. Oh man, something is wrong. That's not simple. Something wrong. Something are going wrong. Play Burning Spirit for a minute.
Here to pick up the PC.
Next call. Try it here. Good morning. Welcome.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Well, go on, man.
Jerry, if I might borrow some words of the late Tony Lang.
Yes.
I would love to make a ball out.
Okay.
On behalf of the Roger Clark High School over here in St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's a balaclava.
How you know, sir?
I don't know the place, man.
Jerry, I kind of have a thing with school name being changed. I don't have a problem with paying tribute to anyone by name in a school, but I would say build a new one. But anyway, we get back to that another time, you know?
Yes.
As of Tuesday this week, after some heavy rain, the electricity at the school went.
Yeah.
And it is yet to be returned. So we want to make a ball out to JPS, or anyone know who them can get in touch with a JPS.
So there's electricity service in the area, but that school don't have any?
Indeed.
Yeah.
The Roger Clark High School in Balaclava.
Yeah.
Formerly Balaclava High.
What you said did happen? There was an incident or...
There was a heavy downpour of showers across the district and the parish, actually.
Oh, yeah?
And since the current went, for some reason, one reason or another.
Yeah.
So we ask them, please, give them back some light.
All right.
A tracking 2 issue on the Caribbean scene. I shall return.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Indeed.
Have any more? One more? All right, let's get back to the live chat. Sister D. Ruben say, Klansman, black man, and Pastor Muma, murder charge dismissed. Since morning. Ik heb Green Neam. Say, yeah man, Israel Vibration, yeah. Saw them 2 times in Holland, good musician, Jerry. Okay, nice. Sister D. Ruben say, Israel Vibration, why them so craven? Great tune for play. Oh, them sing a tune name, why them so craven? Let me the music paper, please. Why them so craven? Okay, that's a music by Israel Vibration. Alright, maybe we can get that one later. Okay, Kean Brown said to Sister D. Ruben, Yale, oneness Rastafari. Alton Latchman say, Jerry, the only problem with the face on YouTube, the move before you hear what you're saying. You can call me Dollar. I came to class every day. First I met you at Liquor D funeral. Blessed love. Okay. Alright. Yeah man, that's the problem when the picture and the sound are coordinate. Del Ryan was like, greetings Bongo Jerry. May all things bright and beautiful be your day. Bess FM shout out UK blessing. Fitzroy Dakers say, good morning, brother Jerry. What became of Raymond Beak? He was a member of the 12th tribe of Israel at one time. I think Raymond Beak supposed to steal about, and I want to tell you this, and broke a record. Raymond Beak is the man where I wear face masks like how people are wearing now. He might wear it for years, must about more than 10 years now. Raymond Beak now go out the road without face mask. Because him kind of hype about catching germs. For years him wear face mask, Raymond Beak. Used to have coach football and them things. Raymond Beak, yeah man. Ganja said, do you know the musicians that rehearse at a woodwork shop on Smith Lane? Roy White Woodwork Shop. I think it was. I used to go there and listen to them. Roy White, I know the man there. Roy White. Yeah, man. I think it's a old Gaviite. Tell me if it's not a old Gaviite man that named Roy White. I know that man from young. They have a woodwork shop too. I think it's a car lick him down off a bicycle now. But I'm not sure if it's the same. I think I'm almost sure it's the same person. Alright. Black and Proud say, what great history on Una Morrison. This program is so educationally beneficial to all your listeners. Thank you again, Bess FM. Thank you. Scholarly 21 say, blessed love, Father Bongo, South Florida house. Sister D say, oneness and perfect love. They are like a tardy, but give thanks. He'll die in this moment. Paul Stewart said, Jerry. Paul Stewart, I wonder which idiot this. Sound like he's an idiot though. Sister D. Ruben said, boy, Jerry, you know Marson was the eye neighbor, yeah man. One of my parents' closest friend too. And teach me a whole heap of things, especially about Gavi and about Rastafari when I look at you teenager come up. But before me a teenager, but right up to true teenager. John know the eye truly blessed from a long time for real. Me I tell you man, you know Marson, one of my greatest experiences being my next door neighbor and take care of me. I tell you. Johnny Johnson said we are leaving off the blessings of our mothers and fathers and also of our extended families. Surrogate mama and papa, we stand on these shoulders, we walk in their footsteps, we are carrying their back. Alright, thank you very much. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. Yes, as I was saying, it might seem like a mystery that the people who really don't really care about people, but yet they unite more than other people. So it might seem strange. No, they unite because there are benefits in them uniting. For instance, the egg farmers of Jamaica, from the other day I hear them a complain. You know, egg price will go up, just like how most other prices, especially gasoline price, will go up. And the egg farmer of Jamaica, I hear them complaining the other day, so when they compete between one another, the supermarket just go from one to the other and just buy the lowest price egg. Although the supermarket might play them against one another, and even when them get the egg to buy cheap, them come back, come sell we the public dear. The fact is that competition is great. Competition is good for the public. Competition is good for the public. And the competition is good for the public. You know the egg farmer them a plan for the farmer cartel. Good morning.
Morning. This is Louise Classic.
Connect this to the program for me, please. Yes. Hold on a minute, please. We're going to connect you. Yes, the fact is that cartelization, when all of the people in one business join up together, that's not very good for the public. The best thing for the public is when people that doing the same business compete against one another and we can get better work out of them and we get cheaper prices out of them because all of them trying to get the sale and they will bring down their price. It is not good for us when all of the different business people in one business join up together. They're joining up together against us. And here what the egg farmer them of Jamaica now organizing want the government to organize and help them form up in a one organization where them buy all of the egg, where them control the price of all egg farmer. You think that's going to help with the public? Not going to help us the public. It's going to help them. So they are uniting against us. That's what I tell you all the while. Those people have more unity. The people that are not for us, they have more unity. Them uniting for themselves. Just like how the gangsters unite with one another. The police unite with one another. The police not working for the people of Jamaica. The police is not working for the people of Jamaica. The police are working for the politicians. And the army also not working for the people of Jamaica. The army is working for the politician. Now, which phone can go ahead? Yeah, good morning, Mrs. Clackin. Not hearing her. Good morning, Mrs. Clackin. Not connected. Which one of the phone is it being connected? This one? Oh, this one, yeah? Good morning. Which person is this? The person who called me a while ago. You connect them? Oh, Pablo, connect now. Hey, Pablo, you on the air?
Yes.
All right, you have Miss Clark in here? Yabar? You waiting? All right.
I'm waiting.
All right, yes, Pablo. Glad you can join us back. How are you doing?
Yeah, man.
Were you listening when Miss Thompson come in on the call?
Yes. Ozzy, I'm so sorry that it's so vague. I remember Ozzy, but I don't remember if I'm short and stucky like.
Well, all right, she is listening and I think she's here. Ozzy, see well him name. Let me usually call him Ozzy.
Sewell.
Sewell, yeah.
Ozzy.
And all right, Jackie Jackson would have been a young guy at that time. You remember Jackie Jackson being amongst that group?
Yes.
You remember the bass player Jackie Jackson?
Oh, you mean I'm one of the humblest musicians we ever could meet?
Yes, man. And him started to him come in when Brevet was not so available. Remember him come in, I think, with Duke Reed.
He was a fluent. No, well, I went to tell you, Jackie Jackson was a fluent reader.
Oh yes.
That was the advantage. Him and Ronnie Bap and them man there.
Yeah.
What and Tommy McCook recruit them.
Yes. And I think
I spent months between Jackie Jackson and Winston Wright,
Winston Wright, yeah. Winston Wright call the program. I didn't call the program with the him blind now. Is Winston Wright blind?
I'm not sure.
I think it's him call the program about 6 months ago. I think his eyesight is faulty. Them and him call the program and I recount a whole thing.
On Slipe Road, I think it was Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
The club they didn't name. Because them time them just I learn music,
Yeah.
And remember Jerry said when me and you growing, we grew up amongst North youth and we grew up Christian and everything. And so, as you say, them identify we as Rasta before we even identify ourselves.
Yeah, because them see where you're going before you even realize where you're going.
And all of us friends same way growing up through school till when we reach. So we never make no discrimination against no one. And when we go when them sang it in I fire out a bull bait.
You remember?
We lock off them.
You remember?
We lock off certain things. Oh, you mean?
Of course.
So we used to support everything in Ras.
Of course.
Okay, well I'm going to leave that there a little while now because I was watching there's two programs I watch all the time. Apart from your things, I'm schedule my things around you.
Yeah.
Like Murray, you have John Henrik Clark.
Yeah, man.
He have a lecture on Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
And he said, I just watched it over him say if Marcus Garvey was alive today in the city of Kingston, Jamaica, they would stone him to death.
Yes, they would have stir up things for him. Of course they would.
Him say NACP and all them people, that Dubois and all of them who did fight against him, eventually come back and confess there. He must way ahead of them.
He must way ahead of them. Dubois, all of them.
And that now, John Henry Clark said NACP and ANC is no different.
Yes.
And he point out the mistakes where Mandela make and the good things that he do.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And remember, him and Chancellor Williams, a man who studied till them blind,
Yes, John Henry Clark blind.
Yes. And Chancellor Williams, because Chancellor Williams was the first place I see Nzinga.
Oh. Yes, Nzinga, the queen there.
It's a book named The Destruction of the Black Civilization.
Yes.
And it have Nzinga meeting with the Portuguese before she defeat them.
Yeah.
And sitting down on the back of one of our soldiers for about 8 hours.
Yeah, it's a seat because them practice for go upon them knee and them elbow them and allow them leader or them ruler to sit down upon them back as a seat.
Yes. Now you realize the killing of that sister named Nzinga is so significant and symbolical, you know.
Yeah.
She named Nzinga King.
The trimming of our young Nzinga in Jamaica more symbolic. Because when she born, her parents as Rastafari name her and like she come grow into that purpose then.
Aye. So she not take no talk.
Yeah. And that's why the police punish her and the court. The police and the court decide to punish her and make an example of her. To trim her for her lapsus, beat her down.
And send Jerry, them send a little twist mouth girl for talk. She look like King Stitch.
Yeah.
That lady where come and say no charges will be against the people them will do it and all them.
You mean the DPP?
Yes.
Yes.
What's she name? Paula something?
Yeah, Llewellyn, yeah. Matter of fact, she bad mouth Nzinga deliberately. Because the DPP there has no place making comments and making judgments and prejudicing the public and the court against a citizen.
Right.
And the first thing to say, Nzinga King should have her head examined. A wicked fifth column statement that.
She should have her head examined.
Because me usually like her, you know, but it's not about no likeness or no niceness or no pretty smile. Not about that. Not about that at all. Plastic smile. It's a plastic smile. Listen here now. The Garveyite, you say Garvey and His Majesty and the EWF and all of them black movement there. The communists always try to infiltrate them and derail them, you know.
Yes.
Because the communists was relying on the black people as an oppressed class to be the foundation of them communist movement in America.
Is that happened to our movement in Jamaica?
Yes.
It infiltrated by PNP and JLP and homosexual and all of them.
Yeah, and them have them agenda where them are. You know, matter of fact, you see how much years. You see
and them still there.
Them still there. You see how much years now we've been hinting at how the LGBT plan to impersonate the red, gold, and green flag. Till eventually now in the world for the last several years, red, gold, and green flag stand for LGBT in most people's mind. And just last week, we heard somebody internationally making a pronouncement say, it's a deliberate move they make. You did hear that topic come up? Say, it's a deliberate move they make and the red, gold, and green don't belong to them.
Right.
But this is how people infiltrate and hijack movements. And take them over and steer them.
As you say, when we're united and powerful enough, we're going to juke them down. Anybody will sell anything red, gold, and green, we are going to charge them.
Yeah, impersonating, false pretenses.
Of course. All of the rest of them who make money off it. I've given nothing to Ethiopia.
Yes. And
it's not even to give. It's not even to give to Ethiopia. It's to give to one another.
The movement, yes. Because it is a wagonist strictly using the symbols, colors, and icons to make a personal thing. But hear this now. We know that capitalism is the most exploitative system that the world has ever seen. It's not communism is the answer to capitalism. Not communism. It's cooperation. The cooperative principle of economics. Cooperative. You know,
all systems.
Yeah.
All systems.
Cooperation.
Designed. All systems of living designed by Hugo have failed.
Yes. Hugo.
All systems
designed
by Marcus Garvey did tell them, you know. them fight against them harder through it.
Yeah.
But we're not supposed to be adapting anybody else's system to deal with our thing.
No. And what them tailor make for themselves not going to work for us at all. Because I remember, especially in the 60s when we were youth and agitate, the communist agitators were always directed to ridicule race consciousness, Because them say it's not no race consciousness is the answer, it's class consciousness. And the race struggle is not progressive. Race struggle is backward, it's class struggle. You understand?
There's no integrated society anywhere in the world.
There will always be stratification.
There are factions, but there is no integrated society because these people refuse to change.
Yeah.
Because, Jerry, I cannot change you and you cannot change me.
No, sir.
But we reason with one another and we change ourselves.
Yes, and there's a common understanding of
common ground.
That's why human rights, every human being, you're born with rights. It's not something that is awarded or extended to you. Only privileges are extended. You're born with rights. The DPP is even comparable to Malawi Fort. Here, Malawi Fort, a couple of days ago, no? The right to freedom is not the most important right. The right to life is the most important right. As if they are against one another. Try and rate. All of them are comparable and on the same level. All rights, all human rights, all of them are, you're born with them just by virtue of being a human being. And all of them are vital. That's why they are rights.
Of course.
And of course, they would want to come stratify. And this woman was talking this just because she want to manipulate the horror that people feel at these recent murders. They want to use it and manipulate it to gain political ground, as if their stress on the right to life is more important than the right to freedom. They are one and the same.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly when I hear you say that the prisoners supposed to be planting food.
Exactly.
For the people, said the potato industry in America is still run by white people who have the prisoners working.
Right.
Potato.
But they shouldn't be having them as a private industry. The prisoners, offenders, people who are in prison are supposed to be in prison by virtue of offending the society. You do something that is bad against all of us. And when we check out the case and see that if you did do it deliberately, if you did it innocently, it's a different thing. If it is checked out and you find that you do it deliberately, you should be corrected. Your behavior and your mindset should be corrected by a method of restriction of your movements for a certain period of time, during which time you are corrected and you are made to become productive. In other words, your behavior and your mindset is corrected. So I should not have killed people and I will never do it again. And also, you are to be retrained to do some productive work rather than scamming and gunplay. You're trained to do some productive work that serve the rest of the society and so it'll serve you. That means you're going to learn to do mechanics or farm or something else that is beneficial to the society. And you serve a time doing that. You repay back the society. What's that?
Something rehabilitative.
You rehabilitate. Habilitate mean ability. Habilitate mean the ability. Habilis mean skillful.
Yes.
Skillful. Ability. That's why them usually call man, when man reach a certain stage, them usually call him homo habilis. Skillful man. When human being learn to make tools that can help them work, you were started to be called skillful man. Habilis. Homo habilis. Homo sapiens. Sapiens mean thinking. So even when you reach even higher and start to think out things yourself, them start call human being now homo sapiens. Thinking man. Is that a description of the stage that you reach? And we're supposed to be in constant improvement. Everything we learn, we can improve things. That's why the New Testament is supposed to be an improvement or an update on the Old Testament. You learn better. And you have to discard some of the old laws once you find that a law is not sufficient or it have any drawback or weakness, you replace it with a better law.
Right.
Yes, I. Little by little, together we will be able to work out better systems. And that's why we know, and it has been proven that communism is not the answer to capitalism. And so far as I know, and probably we even find a better system, but I know that cooperative system is better and productive and works, wherein communism does not work economically. Communism is not an economic solution.
Yeah.
It's a political solution. It sounds right, because it sounds like it ought to share up and to give rights to all people equally. But it does not encourage and allow people to produce surplus. The production of surplus is the only thing that makes people prosper more. Surplus, you can't be just eat. You can't be just planting enough food to live. You must have surplus. Yeah, you said? They said what?
Yes. Then the systems that set up around us.
The systems that what?
That are set up around us.
Yeah.
Is only to help those people who a man go and him spend him a fortune in education and him come back.
Yes.
Him feel like somebody else owe him something. It's not that him went to study to be a service.
Yes. Look here, Pablo. I just want to let in somebody else. You can't even call back in the third hour, the fourth hour. But
yeah, man,
I was going to let in somebody for the last 5 minutes. But thank you very much. Very helpful. Thank you very much. Here, sir. We have another call. Good afternoon. Good morning and welcome to the program. Oh, we have our Mrs. Clackin. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Mrs. Clackin, hello? Hello, is Mrs. Clackin on the line? Take this one. Boy, I forgot completely that she was here. Which one you have to connect? That one? All right, we're going to try to link up with Mrs. Clackin, the mother of Hailey Clackin, that school teacher who was suffering from depression and was innocently killed by security guards several years ago. But the numbers are, Baba? All right, we'll see if we can arrange to get her immediately after the 12:30. We're going to go straight to her if we connect with her immediately after the 12 o'clock break. All right, I think we have some more live chat, yes. Yeah, all right. Luke say, Hail Bongo Jerry, Marine class today. I don't know. You must know. You know. Tough Gang said, Jerry, please name someone critical to the history of Jamaica who deserves a biography. Boy, there's so many of them who can name. All right, I try to remember that. We have Miss Clackin. All right, next call. Good morning and welcome.
Greeting.
Wagwan.
Good morning, Jerry. My day on.
Wagwan.
You know what, dear? We are coming from school where youth and wife and I see and I drive down
yes.
drive by.
Yeah, man, there are even, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, but sorry for that I couldn't drive by, but I'm glad to see the man still. I don't know, you're one of them people who I highly respect, like how I respect Carbo and Motor and all the Pan-Africanist people who are teaching people the truth.
Yeah, man, glad we could have meet up if it's even for a minute. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, one of my hygiene tell me, say, boy, more time. You know, I don't want to disclose the location where they are, but on the boulevard, I'm still tired there.
Yeah.
It's named Kean. I'm going to look at hygiene, you know, some more time. I sit down there, me and I will have reasoning and so on, you know. Yeah, man, I'm a friend, them, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but, Jerry, may I tell you the truth? For the last, when you're there at university, may I listen to you?
Yes.
And just go and share experience, as I tell you. Why you really, apart from when I can go on YouTube and listen to certain things back you and Motor and some other little thing, why you really put the book together and why you put the CD together, especially regarding the history of Jamaica and the politics. Because we have two religions in Jamaica, you know. The biggest one, you know, is not Christianity and Muslim, but is PMP and JLP.
Yes.
And it is a disease. You understand? And when you can, as a man who know the history, can outline certain despicable things that they have done, it will make these people who are in this religion, this cultish religion, come out of it. You understand?
It will help some, but you're not going to be able, and it shouldn't be an object really to try to run them out of them thing. But it will help some. It will help some on the free choice that them have, you know.
Yeah, well, it helped me still, and you say it will help some because, I mean, if me never learn the history of my people or listen to you without, you know, saying, you know, boy, I'm a Rasta and he have certain views and I'm going to hear mention something about Christianity where I not really like, so I'm not going to listen to him. You understand? If me take up that and I say, but you know, I'm going to listen to him because at the end of the day, he's more experienced than me. He's an elder. You understand? If me never do that, my eyes would open a certain way. You understand? Me that's still in this religion where PMP and JLP is concerned. I made a pick a side. You understand? And I say, well, my mother are, you know, anti-wholeness. I would have criticized him and I look on the truth of where I do to the people them or some policy where him have. You understand?
Yeah, man.
But anyway, I know it come up to 12 o'clock there. Me shout you back still in a Jerry.
All right, thank you very much.
Enough respect, man, and enough love, isn't me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Cool.
We have some more live chat. I'm gonna see if I can get some of them before we go. Mr. D. Rubens said, hey Jerry, a Nigerian politician, a sitting senator and a woman have been charged by Scotland Yard with allegedly plotting to harvest child organs with intent for a profit. What a thing, child in care. In other words, getting children and taking out them organs and selling to other people. Put it in a fridge and sell it. What them call what? Organ what? Harvesting. Okay. Luca call out for Murray Wilson. I don't blame him still. Simeon Pigeon also calling out for Murray. Flyers say Bongo Jerry Winston Wright died in 1993, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's not Winston Wright I'm thinking of. Another musician called me. Well, not only a musician, he's not so much a musician, he's a studio engineer. Probably what I remember is a studio engineer, yes. I think it's Morris. I think it's Sylvan Morris, yes. Is it Sylvan Morris? Is a name, but Sylvan Morris is a lawyer name. Is a name like Sylvan. But he was a studio engineer, even at but Roosevelt Avenue, what his name again? Harry J. Yeah, man, very knowledgeable guy. He's not, yes, thanks for the correction. It's not Winston Wright. It's Sylvan, the technical operator and the top man in the music industry. Sister D. Ruben say, the Nigerian is also made recently a visiting professor at Lincoln University. And today them appear in a Oxbridge Magistrate Court. And them dirty things are going in Jamaica. Is Jamaica going, you know? To trust and know that. What stop it here? All right, let's go for the midday break. Thank you very much. Midday break.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Let the place look good, my brother.
Bess.
Good day, I'm Andrew James Sawyers with JIS Midday News for Wednesday, June 22. Coming up, Tourism Ministry positioning Jamaica as an aviation hub, e-commerce and online shopping flourishing, and inmates get improved access to psychiatric care. The news in detail after the break.
Yeah, but the lineup slap, you know. Hey, hold this.
You know the price did adjust since your last visit, though.
How much now? I never really walk with no extra cash, you know.
You can't pay me with Jamdex, man.
I saw ya move, my boss. Me have my digital wallet too, so make me transfer to you right now.
A phased rollout of Jamdex, Jamaica's central bank digital currency, is on the way. Sign up for your digital wallet and get more convenience, safety, and security with your money. A message from the JIS.
Now the news. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ is hopeful that the simplified customer verification process for establishing central bank digital currency CBDC accounts will spur an increase in the number of persons joining financial institutions. BOJ Governor Richard Biles says persons will have to join a bank to get a special wallet to access the digital currency. However, he adds that the Know Your Customer KYC process with CBDC is less rigorous and only requires persons to present one government ID, a picture, and taxpayer registration number TRN.
Not as good enough, you can join. So that's one of the advantages of the digital currency too. It is inclusive. It tries to bring more Jamaicans into the banking world and in a digital manner.
Governor Biles was speaking at a Riverside Chat Forum at the recently held Jamaica 60 Diaspora Conference. Jamdex, which is later to be rolled out this month, will offer persons a seamless and more efficient business transaction option to using cash. Persons who already have bank accounts will be able to automatically obtain a Jamdex account. The Jamaica Productivity Center in the Labor and Social Security Ministry is reporting that e-commerce and online shopping are flourishing among Jamaican consumers. There was increased productivity in every quarter last year in the wholesale and retail trade industry, with the last 2 quarters recording increases of 1.1% and 11.5% respectively. Portfolio Minister Kalsamuda says based on these figures, funds have been allocated by the government to further finance micro, small and medium-sized enterprises (MSMEs) in the current financial year.
Capitalizing on this trend, the 2022 national budget has allocated approximately $5 billion through the Development Bank of Jamaica to finance MSMEs with solutions aimed at increasing e-commerce, including the installment of online payments and other e-commerce facilities, cross-border e-commerce and trading, and digital food ordering.
Mr. Samuda was speaking at the Research Jamaica Productivity Center Forum. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica is positioning itself as an aviation hub to enable more large carriers to fly into the Caribbean. Minister Bartlett notes that discussions are ongoing with airline partners across the world about the possibility of making Jamaica the hub for regional travel. He adds that the hub will increase the number of travelers coming to the region and attract mega airlines to offer connecting flights to other Caribbean islands through Jamaica.
So that these big planes coming from the GCC area and also from Eastern Europe and the far-flung areas can bring large numbers into our airport, and they are distributed by airlines like Intercarib across the Caribbean and elsewhere. And that's an important development here today. So it gives me ammunition, it gives me talking points when we go to speak to these larger airlines, that the infrastructure is here in Jamaica.
Minister Bartlett was speaking in Orocabessa, St. Mary recently. And inmates and wards at the Department of Correctional Services, DCS, now have improved access to psychiatric care and services. This as 17 correctional officers recently completed training to become psychiatric nursing aides. The officers, along with one civilian staff member, participated in the 4-month training program and will join civilians already employed within the correctional centers. The newly trained officers will help to provide care for inmates and wards afflicted by depression, anxiety, and other psychiatric illnesses in 11 correctional institutions. They will also be involved in the promotion, treatment, and rehabilitation of psychiatric inmates under the guidance of the psychiatrists and psychiatric nurses. That was JIS News. I'm Andrew James Sawyers.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
The station that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great.
It's my station.
Moving.
It's my station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Live from NPR News, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The U.S. Supreme Court's overturning New York's law restricting the concealed carry of firearms in public, calling it unconstitutional. NPR's Barbara Sprint reports on the 6-3 ruling.
Justice Clarence Thomas wrote for the conservative majority that New York's proper cause requirement violates the 14th Amendment by preventing law-abiding citizens from exercising their right to keep and bear arms. He wrote that other constitutional rights don't require people to demonstrate a special need to the government and that the Second Amendment is no different. California, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. all have similar laws. The ruling comes as Congress is poised to pass the first major gun safety legislation in decades after a series of high-profile mass shootings last month. Barbara Sprent, NPR News, Washington.
In a statement from the White House moments ago, President Biden says the ruling contradicts both common sense and the Constitution and says it should deeply trouble all Americans. Former senior Justice Department officials testify this afternoon before the January 6th committee. NPR's Claudia Grisales reports.
The panel's last June hearing will focus on Trump's campaign to force the Justice Department to line up behind his false claims of fraud in the 2020 election. The witnesses include former acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen. Committee Chairman Benny Thompson says after Thursday's hearing, there will be a break for more than 2 weeks. Then the committee resumes an extended schedule in July with more hearings.
The goal is to tell the story and to tell it in as factual a manner as possible.
Hearings next month are expected to delve further into the January 6th mob and Trump's inaction during the attack. Claudia Grisales, NPR News, Washington.
The Uvalde school police chief who oversaw the widely criticized police response to the elementary school mass shooting is on administrative leave. The Texas School District's decision against Chief Pete Arredondo last night may also cost him his new position on the Uvalde City Council. Arredondo was the incident commander who officials say made decisions last month that delayed law enforcement's response to the shooting for more than an hour as seriously wounded children waited to be rescued. At the end, 19 children and 2 teachers were killed before the gunman was taken down. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is facing a second day of questioning on Capitol Hill about the central bank's plan to continue raising interest rates to stabilize prices without tipping the economy into a recession.
My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation.
Under the House Financial Services Committee's questioning today, Powell acknowledged there was a risk the Fed's actions could lead to higher unemployment. This is NPR. On the U.S. labor front, fewer Americans applied for unemployment assistance last week. The government is posting a decline of 2,000 applications from the previous week. That puts the overall total at 229,000. However, the less volatile 4-week average rose by 4,500. Meanwhile, the housing market in the U.S. is proving tougher for would-be homebuyers. The mortgage finance giant Freddie Mac says the average long-term mortgage rate on 30-year loans rose this week to 5.81%. Lawmakers in Washington are racing against the clock to pass a bill that would expand school meal waivers. As NPR's Jimena Bustillo reports, the waivers are set to expire on June 30th.
For 2 years, school meals have been free as a part of pandemic relief. That's going away for the next school year. But a bipartisan group of lawmakers have reached a deal to extend other pandemic-related school meal waivers. Those waivers would allow schools to serve grab-and-go meals over the summer, handle supply chain snags, and have a higher federal reimbursement rate than before the pandemic. School administrators and officials at the Agriculture Department say the waivers are a lifeline to schools who are facing higher food, labor, and transportation costs. Congress is looking to pass the bill before the weekend. Jimena Bustillo, NPR News, Washington.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 142 points at 30,339. This is NPR.
This message comes from The Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, a weekly ESPN podcast that tackles all things NFL, the latest moves and trends from around the league. Listen to The Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Let not your hearts be troubled. Just believe in God Almighty and daily renew the mind. As we live in this time when fake is more valued than real, lies prefer the truth, the unnatural put above the natural. This is Lady Donna, aka Double D Donna, with a new song, Almighty Jah, encouraging your people to keep the faith. God will make a way. Get your copy today. It's on all digital platforms. Lady Donna Official on Instagram, Facebook, AsujaRecords.com. For bookings, Asuja Record label at Gmail. Almighty Jah!
Came up against your home.
Hey, this is Apostle Chevon Lawrence, and I'll be on Bess FM every Thursday at 9 p.m. with a program that is called Purpose Can't Die. In this season, you should win. In this season, it's your winning season. You don't want to miss it. Apostle Chevon Lawrence from Refuge Kingdom Deliverance Ministry will be on the air. This is your time to move into your goal that God has set before your life. Join me on the air, Apostle Chevon Lawrence on Bess FM.
I've got to go with my purpose. The Lord has prepared for me.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi style?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, at 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? You waste all that time on shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. You hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try calling you, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
Bess FM, keep listening.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let us good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother. Come along, sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along.
So you beat them, so you mistreat them, so you lock them down, and you think that you've won, but them a whole a meditation out in a iration. Them a follow Rastafari and I live upright. So tell me where you are gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the program for today, the 23rd of June, Thursday, 23rd of June. And we're waiting to be connected with Mrs. Clackin. But in the meantime, I'm going to deal with some live chat here. First one. Mr. Small, Del Ryan, Mr. Small, let me send a special shout out to your guest. That is Pablo. And also the legendary Dr. Henry Clark, is one of the greatest black historians to ever walk this planet Earth, Bongo Jerry. Full joy your weekend, UK shout out, thank you. Sister D. Ruben said, Bongo Jerry, I'm 100% for rehabilitation. But for example, the monster will kill the mother and 4 children. I no feel deserve to get that chance. Certain crime, no feel even in the mix. Taki Lemko say, morning Bongo Jerry, best 100 family. All on board, sound vibration of current affairs and connection to history via edutainment among the other inputs. Respect. Sister D say, yes, scholar, diseases where them contaminated with. Enough not even know say them contaminated with the disease. The natal Basco said, despicable. What a descriptive manner of factual analysis. Sister D. Ruben say, Bongo Jerry, what you say about the return of Patrice Lumumba gold tooth to his daughter from a Belgium government? I say them for face charges, of course. Pablo Music say, good subject, Sister D. The Majesty was going to make Lumumba the president of the Africa, and then Nkrumah, etc. take counsel and get him out. Well, Pablo, is a very interesting thing I said. Very interesting thing I said, Pablo. Did you know, and it's just a couple of years ago I find out, that it was then Nkrumah that Lumumba turned to rescue him from out of the people who was trying to assassinate him, including some United Nations man. And do you know Nkrumah, one day I'm going to read the letter where Nkrumah write back to him and tell him. You would be surprised. I would never believe says that Nkrumah that write back and tell him. But let's get to the telephone. We have Mrs. Clackin. All right, we're so glad you're now to finally get in touch with Mrs. Clackin. Now, Mrs. Lilith Clackin, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, man, Lilith, Sister Lilith. How long now I know you?
You have known me since I was maybe 10 years old.
Yes. And
was my teacher, and I'm I'm proud to be a student of Mrs. Small from Vals Prep.
Vals Prep, but that was my mother. You was a teacher.
My mother was also a teacher.
Oh yes, Mrs. Clackett. No, what was her name?
Beer Singh. Remember, I'm married to Clackin.
Oh, you're married to Clackin. Okay. But you were there when my mother was teaching there?
Yes, I was her student.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. And Miss Beer Singh, you remember what year Miss Beer Singh was there?
Mrs. Beer was there in the 80s, in the 70s.
Oh, well, she would have taught my daughter.
Yes. And I used to take care of your daughter. That's how we moved so small.
Oh, yes, sir. What year you born? By the way, is it embarrassing to ask you that?
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
All right, anyway, her birthday is coming up the 2nd of August.
Oh.
And you were a little bigger than her?
I am a little bigger than her, and that's how I met you, because I was, a little at school taking care of your little daughter.
All right. That is how That's how Vaz always run. The children are always taught we were to care for the younger ones, till them parents come, or even over the weekend if them is bored,
That's right.
And that is why it is especially significant to me after having met you again after both of us were in the Ethiopian World Federation, otherwise known as the 12 Tribe of Israel.
That's right.
And even after I never used to see you for a while, I connected back here and that you were in South St. Elizabeth. You even became a councillor in the parish council?
I was a caretaker councillor in the People's National Party, yes.
What division?
I was in the Southfield division in Southeast St. Elizabeth.
Yes. And my family home was just up the road there in Malvern.
Yes, man. I know that he was up there a few miles away from me. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, now your son you had how many children? Your son was the first child?
No, I have a daughter, and then I had Hailey, and then I have another daughter. So I have 3 children, and Hailey is the middle child. Hailey was the one that I lost.
Yes, Hailey Clackin. And
That's right.
When in adulthood, he also became a school teacher.
He also became a school teacher after graduating from York University as a journalist. He studied in Canada, and then he came back home, worked with the Jamaica Gleaner Company, and then I don't think he was as fulfilled, so he went into... He taught at Hampton School, and he also taught at Newell High School.
Newell is on the backside of mountain side, the other side, in the valley.
Newell is in southwest St. Elizabeth. So we live in southeast, just on the border, and he taught at southwest St. Elizabeth, yes.
York University is in Canada.
I'm sorry?
York University is in Canada.
Yes, York University is in Toronto, Canada, yes.
All right. Now, at what age did you or Hailey become aware that he suffered from depression?
I think when he was about 22 years old.
That's about what, 12, 13 years before he died?
Yes, about 16 years before he died.
All right. Now, a lot of people don't know that depression is probably the most common disability or illness among human beings. Very common. Almost every human being passes through it.
That's true.
But it stays with some human being through them life, and in some human beings it is accompanied on and off by feeling very happy and then very sad and going back and forth. Very happy, very sad.
Most definitely, and this is why they categorize it as bipolar.
In other words, 2 poles are moving between 2 extremes.
That's right.
So, and he was well known for his success with students.
He was well known as a human being, first of all. We live in a community that is very close. It's actually called Bellevue.
It's actually called what?
And he was
what is the community actually called?
I'm sorry?
What is the community actually called?
It's called Bellevue District.
As a part of Topil or what?
It's a part of Topil Southfield.
Okay. Yes, and did this bipolarism take him away from the schoolroom?
I would want to say yes. Because at times when he has an episode, he has to be out of the classroom for a little in order to get treatment, in order to get that better.
Yeah.
But then Mr. Smalley was also a poet. So we, his father and I, encouraged him to do his poetry more so that he can be more relaxed in a relaxed situation and not be going to a 9 to 5 so that he can evolve his creativity. So he did that. So after 8 years of teaching at Newell High School, he was doing his creative writing, which he did some books which we are yet to publish, and he did some poetry.
Yeah. At what time did you move away from Jamaica?
I was always going back and forth to the United States of America. You know, economically, at times, our husbands alone can't carry the financial load. So since the early 90s, I was going back and forth, but I was always here for them in, I would say, majority of the time. Yeah. When I eventually migrated, it was 2015. Then his father was here, and he had decided to come back to Jamaica. Even though he graduated from Canada, he decided to come back to Jamaica. He also did photography. So
he also what?
He also did photography.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I felt as if his home in Jamaica was probably a little more comfort zone for him. So even when I invited him to live in the United States, he refused. He said he wanted to quote unquote serve his country.
Yeah. So so at the time when this incident occurred, he was having an episode of depression when he was not engaged at school at that time, right?
He was not engaged at school at that time, no.
So how did he come in contact with this vehicle, this security company vehicle? And
okay,
where?
so I must categorically state that I was in the United States. So all these things that I'm saying is based off of what witnesses have said to me.
Yes.
He was in Junction, which is about 4 miles away from where we live. And there was a security guard truck, a vehicle, guardsman security vehicle. It was in traffic along the main road of Junction, passing by the Junction police station. I was told that he was heading in the opposite direction, right at the police station where the vehicle was. He alighted into the vehicle, on the front of the vehicle, that's the bonnet, and I heard that he went straight up onto the top of the vehicle. But the vehicle was right in front of the Junction police station.
It was stationary or it was moving?
It was stationary.
Yeah.
But it was not turned off. It was in traffic. So it was stationary at the time when he alighted onto the vehicle. And he's aware, and they are aware, that he was on top of the vehicle, but they were right at the police station.
Yeah. So after a while, they came out and had to move the vehicle?
Well, the driver continued to drive, and I heard...
Oh, the vehicle was in a line of traffic?
Yes, he was in a line of traffic.
Yeah.
So he continued to drive, and I heard that my son went on his stomach and held onto the cap, you know, that little cap on the guardsman security vehicles. They're now called beryllium.
Yes.
The new name that I see them having.
Yeah.
And they drove approximately a mile away to a district called Cheapside District, going away from Junction.
That is on the road leading down to Downs?
That's right. That's right. So they pass now. There's a cricket field right at Cheapside District, and I heard that his face was coming into the windshield of the vehicle.
Is what?
I'm sorry?
You heard that is what?
His face.
His face.
Because remember, he's now on his stomach.
Yeah, by the way, when he climbed onto the vehicle and the public witnesses saw him, and the security guards most likely would have been aware because he went from on the front of the vehicle.
Yes.
And when they saw him going up on the vehicle, did any of them come out and say anything to him or ask him to leave?
I did not hear that. And the police station is right there, and I did not hear that they asked for the assistance of the police to get him from off of their private property. I did not hear they do that.
So they drove as much as a mile on the way down to Cheapside.
That's right. And then residents gathered around because they stopped, and then they asked him to, they ordered him on his, he was on his knees off of the vehicle now in the street, on the public street now. On his knees, with his two hands in his air. That's what they told me, that his two hands were up in the air, nothing in his two hands. The driver commanded him from his knees and heard he levered his Remington 12 gauge rifle.
Shotgun.
In his face, while he was begging not for him to kill him. And I also heard that residents were asking them not to kill him because in their they said...
Because what? Because what?
They said to the driver, I heard that they begged for him not to speak highly because sometimes he's not so right in their words.
Did he have on locks?
If he had locks on?
Yes.
No, he didn't have locks at the time. He had locks prior to this incident, but no, he didn't have on dreadlocks.
And how many security guards were aboard that vehicle?
3 security guards.
And were they new workers or they would know that area before?
Yes, I heard that 2 of them are aware of the area before.
And you were abroad at the time when this happened?
Yes, sir. I was at work when I got a message on my phone from one of the counselors saying that he heard that my son is shot and dead and he's going up there to verify.
When they shot him, did they leave the scene?
No, they did not leave the scene, and I want to take this opportunity to thank the residents of Cheapside District because they physically held onto the vehicle, threatening them not to leave. Well, they went inside and locked up themselves in there, 2 of them, the driver and his partner, and then obviously the street was closed down, I heard. They had to get back up from Black River. My son was there lying on the street dead. But then that's when now I obviously have the person who killed my son. I am so grateful for Cheapside people. They were brave, courageous. And so if they had driven away, I would have no one. Well, the DPP would not have anyone to charge for murder.
Oh, so there were 3 of them?
Yes, but just 2 came out. 1 did not come out of the vehicle.
Did the driver come out?
Yes, the driver is the one who shot my son in his face.
All right, and you have them name?
Yes, sir. His name is Sean Cole. It has been in the news. So
Sean
I'm not
what?
speaking of anything that is not publicly known.
Sean
but
what?
Also in the Star and the Observer.
Sean what?
Sean Cole.
From where?
Well, he lives in Manchester. That's what I hear.
And then the next one name what?
The next one name is Edwards.
Now, did the company make any contact with you after that?
No, sir. They have not made any contact. They posted for Mr. Sean Cole, and I have been
Hold on. They posted what?
They posted bail for Mr. Sean Cole, and I've been going to court since 2017, 18, 19, until the pandemic hit. And today marks 5 years to the date. My son is dead, and Mr. Sean Cole has been charged for murder, but there's no trial yet. And I need a trial and a
So they have never appeared in court?
He?
No, the guards have never appeared in court?
Oh, yes. Mr. Sean Cole was brought to court by a guardsman security company all the time. He appears.
And therefore other members of staff come there with him?
They bring him there and the defense lawyer comes.
Other members of staff, most likely superior officer must have come with them?
Not really. They just come and sit there, but I guess because they posted both days, then they have to make sure that he's in court.
So how many times that case was called up?
Approximately 10, or I would want to say no less than 10, Mr. Small, because...
And when them call it up, what the judge says and does?
Okay, so most times, I want to say the defense lawyer, sometimes he has another case somewhere else. And this is the point I want to make. You cannot, as a lawyer, a defense lawyer, has a murder case in St. Elizabeth, Black River, and then you have the same date in Kingston. So he can't be there at 2 places at the same time. And this is the inadequacy and the slackness in the justice system that we need to address.
No, it's not an inadequacy, ma'am. It is a loophole that they deliberately maintain.
I think so. So it's all that the court date is put off for another time. So February was the last court date. Today marks 5 years my son is dead. 1,826 days.
Has it always been the same lawyer?
It is the same lawyer, yes.
From the beginning? What him name?
From the beginning. His name is Mr. Reese.
What? Mr. what?
Reese.
What kind of Reese?
I don't remember his first name now, but I don't really remember his first name. I think it's D. I don't remember. I don't want to make a mistake, but I know his last name is Reece.
And has the lawyer ever made contact with you?
No, sir.
Who has made contact with you?
My leader at the time of the opposition, Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, we were very, very good friends, and I remember her calling me several times to express her sympathy for the loss of my son. And a lot of my colleagues from the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, because I do have friends on either side. Mr. Floyd Green is the member for Southwest St. Elizabeth, and he and Hailey were best friends at school. So a lot of people have nothing from the Guardsman Company, nothing from any other person. So, yes.
That school would be Monroe?
Including Monroe. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Jerry.
The school at which Floyd Green was his best friend was Monroe?
Floyd Green, yes. They went to Monroe College together, yes. And he has been very supportive of the foundation that we have for Hailey, and he has always stood by our side with the loss of Hailey and tried to...
You don't ask him, he's a lawyer, you don't ask him, you don't converse with him about the whole thing.
Not really.
You don't know that he's a lawyer?
Not really. He has a friend, Yoshane Morgan, who is standing in brief for me in court, because it's the prosecutor who is really our quote-unquote lawyer, because he's charged by the state. So I had a lawyer at first who was representing, but then when you're represented in brief, it doesn't really like you have any say. So Councillor Yoshane Morgan is standing now in brief on behalf of the family when the court is called up. So I'm hoping that day, November 30, that they will start the trial of my son who was murdered in cold blood.
So after you got the phone call that your son had been shot dead, the police made contact with you?
No, sir. I was the one who called the police, and up till this day, nobody called me. I was the one Saturday morning when I landed in Jamaica. I asked the inspector, why didn't you call me back? I identified myself. I'm a justice of the peace of St. Elizabeth. I identified myself to the lady inspector, and she did not call me back. The Saturday morning when I landed in Jamaica, I was in Jamaica by 10 a.m. I saw the blood of my child on the road. I went to Black River Police Station, and when I saw the inspector, just by chance, I said to her, I was the mother that you didn't call back to say her son was killed. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry. No police. And I'm telling you, Mr. Small, if my husband and I did not take the plane every single month in 2017 after my son was killed, witnesses' statements would not have been taken because the police refused to take some of the witnesses' statements. We had to insist that they took the witnesses' statements.
You have down the name of the police?
Yes, sir, I have the name, but I don't want to say it right now because the court is still, we have not even started yet. So I'm hoping that he will do the right thing.
So what interest has the PNP taken in this?
The PNP has not taken any official stake in it, just that they have supported me, my friends, and I was a member of the women's movement, and they supported me by coming and, at the funeral and our friends, but really they have not taken any official stance. I don't know if they can.
What do you mean if they don't, if they can, ma'am? They all the while when they choose, they take position in various flagrant violation of the law and that kind of thing. And you are not only a candidate for them, you're also a justice of the peace, and them don't take up that. Not because you're a special person, but because
I hope your tweeting of that will give them some cause for not just me, but for other persons who are suffering. Their case has been so, because you have lots of mothers and fathers who have lost their children because of licensed firearm holders feel as if they can take their life and get away with it. But I will not stop until my son gets justice.
Well, whatever it is that we can do to whatever it is we can do, please stay in contact, because this radio station named Bess FM because it originates right there in St. Elizabeth.
And I want to speak to Mr. Small, and I want to invite the public to my press conference that I'm starting at 4 p.m. today at Cheapside, at the very spot that my...
Hold on. 4 p.m. when?
Going out there, and I'm...
4 p.m. when?
Support us calling for justice for Haile and for other people who have been killed and have not gotten justice in the courts.
4 p.m. when?
Today.
Where?
At Cheapside District, at the memorial bench of Haile Clackin, there's a memorial bench that was placed there by the family and the Monroe College Old Boys Association 1997 when Haile graduated. They helped to put that bench there with his picture, and the blood was shed right there. I'll be standing there at the very hour when 5 years ago my child's blood was shed on the streets of Cheapside. And if it wasn't for the residents, I would not have Sean Cole to be held for murder of Haile Clackin.
And has Sean Cole been continued working with that company?
I heard so, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Please keep in touch here, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Small.
And you still have my condolences.
I know. I thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
That is Mrs. Lily Clackin, the mother of the murdered Sean Clackin. Isaac Char. Okay. Yes, so we're going to go back to our regular programming. Just then finish talking to Mrs. Lily Clackin, the mother of Sean Clackin, who was murdered by some security guards 5 years ago at Cheapside, St. Elizabeth. All right, let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon and welcome.
Afternoon, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
The day of man. Boy, I hear the conversation with Miss Clackin, and thing. And my condolences to her and her family. You know, Jerry, her case is one of many,
Of course.
And, I think Beryllium or Guardsman, whatever them name, they need to contact her and they need to... well, it's in the court still, so I don't know how far they can go in saying whatever to her. But clearly, it was a cold-blooded murderer. And it was, it is as if they know, say, them can get away with things. So them try and get away with that. And, big up the people in the tree side where ensure so them never leave the scenes and certain information gained before. You understand?
The fact that them kill him, well, there can be no way of explaining away that murder. There can be no way, because he was killed while kneeling down, and after them spoke to him, and he was shot at point blank range. There's no way it can be explained since they are witnesses. So there's no way they can say him tried to disarm the man. Because first thing is that is a driver shot him. That means the driver would have to deliberately stop, come out of his vehicle, and confront this man here, which lie them would try to say the driver try to confront him and bring him down off of the thing. Anyway, there's no way them can.
And it was premeditated in a jury because...
Must be.
if the police station is close by and them in the middle of traffic, they could have come out.
That's why them leave the scene. That's why them leave.
That's why I say it is premeditated, because they just said to themselves, you know, they're going to continue to drive. If him drop off, him drop off.
Right, exactly. That is probably what they were hoping for.
Yes, and you know, and when them reach one place where them feel like we can't deal with him right, so.
You know, hear what the place name? You know, hear which part them stop?
Cheap side. So
cheap,
like
cheap side. Cheaply, yeah. They calculate that they could get away, and that's what they mean, that cheap side.
Yeah, man, boy, I tell you. You know, Jerry, I have a cousin that died in police custody years ago, and it does something to my mental. You know, I could be like that young man who lost his life. You know, a depression.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I visit him so many times while he was at Bellevue, and you know, in express hope of coming out, and express myself to him, say, boy, I'm going to help you and so on, because I know, say, boy, you're a good youth, you're just at a place where, I know you're going to come out and so on. But anyway, I'm going to St. Elizabeth, and, I stay with some family, and, I'm new to the area because Kingston him really grew up. And something go down, I don't know what, but he ended up in a police custody. I'm going to make a long story short. And he in a police custody, and them beat him. Police beat him. And me have to identify him body along with my auntie. And I tell you, what me say, in terms of him skull and so on. And Jamaican police get off with that with ease. Because here is a young man where have some mental issues, and he in a custody, and I say, all right. A mad boy, I'm just beat him and kill him. Him cheap, him life cheap.
Yeah.
So
and you see,
I can say he's one of many,
Yeah, one of many, because the guy will kill, whoever it is, kill these 4 children and their mother were there. Them do it for kicks. Them do it for kicks. It must be for kicks, them do it. Because if you want to make people feel terrified, that is a kick, That is a kick. That's a lift.
And this is why Jerry, he's a teacher, and he always try to put things in a simplified way, or try to connect certain things. The people of Jamaica, I'm making a statement now.
Yeah.
The people of Jamaica has been put like my cousin and that young man who cheap.
Yeah, man.
So, we don't really matter. Even though in the midst of quote-unquote prosperity, our life is being lost by these security forces.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Cheap.
Is prosperity produce that, Is when people get big and powerful and prosperous. And when you work with a big man, most of the people who working with a big man, afterwards, them start to enjoy working with a big man and enjoy being identified with the big man,
Because them a work with a big. He's a good teacher, You put it so perfectly. You know why? I'm observe these things too. You see when even artists, whenever them get a certain money, and them are the big man now.
Yeah.
Just like the Prime Minister, him are the big man now, and the army. You understand?
Yeah.
So, it don't really matter again. It's like, argument done. So if them want to use them entourage deal with a local man certain way, them deal with it. If the Prime Minister want to use certain security forces to do certain dirty works, then just do it, because them prosperous and them money enough.
Yeah.
And them have China backative and them have American backative.
Yeah.
So them treat the Jamaican people like
all right,
shit.
what do you think? Why you think Holiness Fly gone with a big entourage gone at the Commonwealth Conference now?
Yeah, man, Jerry, it's precisely because it's like them want to join up with them, friends in high places to kind of arm up themselves politically and financially.
Yes, him is Boris Johnson security guard.
Exactly.
And Boris Johnson want to get rid of this next other woman. And is sometime been cooking it up, Them approach them. Yeah. And once them approach them and hold this game to do the job. Them say, all right, you will be well rewarded. And then them find a next one underling like the woman, the Johnson. And she also is assured she will be well rewarded too. And them get up some funds and them tell them already how much them are getting. So all them little money with them are force our taxpayer money. Our taxpayer money them are spending But that is nothing to what them going to get or what them being promised.
Yeah, man, it's chicken feed our taxpayer money to
and I forgot to annex some more call now, but they been assured long time, say, we see you do some work for Trump and we know you can manage it. We know you can manage it. But thank you. Call back again if you want.
Yes, Rasta, look come on.
And we have a feature now, Isachar feature coming up. So let's go for the 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? The smile on my face.
Isachar Music presents the single I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs, produced by Sangy Davis, distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmusic with a Z at gmail.com. I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs is on the Isachar Music label, promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
I've been waiting for your love, my love. I'm happy, so very happy, I've been waiting for your love, my love. Get done waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, Lord, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed, I'm feeling so complete. I've been yearning for your love so long. Kept on yearning for your love so long. Now my heart is happy and free, full of love, so much love flowing for you and me. I'm happy, so very happy. I've been praying for your love, my love. Knelt and prayed for your love, my love. You're the gift, a special gift that finally came through. Always knew I'd find you and you would find me too. I've been wanting your sweet love, my love. Kept on wanting your sweet love, my love. What a blend of love we now share. Peace and love, joy and light
Yes, the sound there of Mary Isaacs singing for the Isachar label. That was the Isachar music feature for today. Song name I Am Happy. Mary Isaacs. Thank you very much. Well, the numbers again are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Get back to some live chat, you know. Takelem Kwase. The output for Lowlands 99 YouTube, that broadcast from the same platform for the morning program on Bess FM, is always in sync where the voice and video are concerned. Thank you very much for that. Perhaps, and if not already done, the engineers of Bess FM need to consult with their colleague of Lowlands 99 to gradually fix that bug. Pablo of Music say, for all who interested, try to check Dr. Joy DeGruy, Cognitive Dissonance. John Henry Clark Lecture on Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley Peace Award. Harry, thank you very much for that. We have a call. Good afternoon. Afternoon and welcome to the program. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
Good day, man. I just comment on the married thing because when you hear Anna talk, you know, and why when she just called, you greet her so nice and thing, and then the conversation going on one place, you hear some emotion. Let me just say this. I listen to you and her over the months and so on, and I love the conversation on the whole, and you know, but I want to congratulate you for, you know, stand up in the sense that you correct her in a forceful manner, because you knowing her allegiance to a party and she fail to answer certain things which you know is true. You understand? And, you know, me tell you the truth. I know say she a listen. And I know say you know hate her. I know say the love continues. But Marie, may I say this to you as a listener who love listen your voice and you make the program nice. Don't feel offended when you hear the truth. Just know say the truth is for you better. You understand? PMP and JLP, you know, no care what them do for you. If they are not advancing the mass, because enough of we out here suffer under them, and enough people are dead because of them, to put it even plain. Them have gangster and them are gangster. And the party leader, them are the head for the gangster them. You see what I say? So Jerry, you know you listen to me, and this is not a monologue, conversation. Hello?
Yeah, man. As you said, we always have a very good, and it's not a pretend, it is a very good and sincere relationship with Murray. And as I said, the conversation started out as usual, very nice, and was helping people to understand things. It is when I stated my opinion about how we should react when we suspect that a neighbor is in trouble and we have time to do something about it, how we should react, and I was going over that. And it is when Murray express disagreement, and we disagree about things all the while, but it is only because she kind of, and I think she's more intelligent than that, but when she kind of pictured my method or way of thinking as resorting to jungle justice, that is the kind of thing that it kind of gets me impatient, you know, because she portrayed it as jungle justice. In other words, instead of reporting to the authorities, instead of relying on the authorities to prevent conflict or violence between citizens, some people want to take it upon themselves, and I know that that is not what I was trying to say. So
Yeah,
that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I think they get a kind of way.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this the point here because oftentimes persons like yourself, whenever you try to explain something to person and you make a statement, sometimes person want to jump upon it and say, Jerry advocating jungle justice. When if you really check out what Jerry is advocating, is self-defense and community participation in terms of to get justice.
Yeah,
and
collective.
If you understand, it's just like somebody here, you mentioned something about God, and them start say, yo, Jerry not believe in a Jesus, Jerry believe in a God, Antichrist. And them get emotional. You understand?
Yeah.
Instead of answer the question, who is God to you? Or how you see God? You understand?
Yeah.
So, Jerry, like me say now, you're one of them teachers the way me listen to every day when I can, and me know you're not the only one because, Patricia Lumumba, Cabo, you name them, I always call them name every time I get the opportunity, Some were dead and are still alive. Pan-African is, oftentimes, every one of them have the same view because he's a man in the protest thing. Because you believe the thing must reach a point where, but Cabo would have probably believe in that. And I just difference of opinion. So, I said that to say, Mary, you might disagree with Jerry, but not wrong with that. But Jerry is not advocating violence against you. Because I know Jerry love you. I always happy to hear your voice. I like to see your physique. Anyway, Jerry, big up yourself,
All right. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have another. Good afternoon. Welcome. Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. All right. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Look into it, and you will soon understand why the people who really think and care about other people don't unite so much and as quickly as the people who don't really care about other people, but know that it suits them to unite. It suits them to unite because they will get stronger, richer, and more dominant. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jerry.
Is that one person or two? It's two people answer. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
I am hearing you.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So, greetings to you and to your listeners. And I like the energy of your program today.
Okay. And, nice.
After listening to Mrs. Clappen, I'm not even certain what else we could talk about. I'm going to really try and make it to her press conference at 4 o'clock. I don't know if I can because of the short notice, but I certainly will since it's pretty close to where I am.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, very, very sad story.
Tell you.
Yeah, but before she spoke, what I was going to bring to the attention, I don't know if a lot of people were aware of it, that Jamaica has actually reached the finish line. Jamaica is actually the first country to recognize the CBDC as a legal tender. CBDC means the central bank digital currency. They call it the JAMDEX, which is Jamaica digital currency. And they have the record now of being the first country to recognize it as a legal tender, meaning
you can engage with as a form of exchange, cash exchange, purchase. You can purchase. I even hear advertisements about it, advertising on the JIS program.
Yeah.
So if there are companies who are willing to accept that as payment, then you can get your wallet set up, and then you can make your purchase that way or transfer funds that way. They are way ahead of the United States because the people in the United States are saying we are not ready to get on board with this because this is too much invasion of our privacy, and the fact that this currency is or this digital currency, the fact that when you have an account, it becomes programmable. You can deny me access whenever you want because everything is done with a click of a button. That means if I misbehave, you can prevent me from getting my money, or I can be stuck somewhere where I need cash, and you can prevent me from accessing my account.
Who is it in the United States who said they're not ready for this?
No. I mean the country, the United States of America.
But I say who is it there who is saying that they're not ready for it?
The people.
You understand?
Yeah, the people.
The people of the United States say that they're not ready for it. Now, who is it that has recognized in Jamaica that has recognized the CBDC first in the world? Who is it?
The people.
No, the people of Jamaica?
Well, it would be the government that introduced it, and they're in a mad rush to introduce it.
All right, so in Jamaica, it is the government who is recognizing it. And by your description, in a mad rush, as against in America, who is it that is pulling back and pushing back?
Yeah, that's what you mean. The people. Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between America and Jamaica. What we could say that difference is?
Well, the thing is that the way they sell it to you make it sound like it's to your advantage.
The way they sell it, the way that they sell it to you where?
The way that they sell it to you here in Jamaica,
yes.
You would tend to think it's to your advantage because they sell it as, it is so much more convenient.
Yes.
If you don't do your research and you just go by that information, you're going to be thinking, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is convenient.
Yes. So in Jamaica, the government of Jamaica is not represent the people, but the interest of pushing something on the people. But in America, do the American people, as much as Jamaica, allow these things to be pushed on them?
Not always. No, they fight back. They really do fight back. Yeah. Sometimes they're successful, sometimes they're not, but they do fight back and they do make their voices heard.
In Jamaica, for about 12 weeks straight now, the gas price has been increased by nearly $5 every week. 2 weeks, they have reduced it by 25%, 25 cents. Not dollars, 25 cents 2 weeks. But there are 12 weeks increase of $5 almost. In the United States, gas is costs about half what it costs in Jamaica. And when it go up by a few cents, did you hear what Biden said a couple of days ago?
No, I hardly listened to that guy.
In order to keep the approval of the American people, the American president is now warning that he is going to organize to take off the federal government tax, and he is advising and urging the state government them to take off the tax so that the people don't have to pay more for the gas. And in America, the state governments put on more tax on gas more than even the federal government,
Yeah, I think I did hear a little bit of that. Yeah.
What was that?
I think I did hear a little bit of that news.
And it's just a few cents. It's just a few cents at a time there. And you see the action of the government trying to get the approval of their people by reducing the tax. They even organizing not to even charge any tax at all on some goods and in some areas. So you see, in one country, the government is here as an agent of foreigners against the interests of their people, and in the other country, the population warns the government, back off and mind what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's why I said the last time we spoke, I said it's not so much about fighting what they're doing. It's about doing the right things, setting and organizing ourselves to do the right thing. So, boycotting the gas stations is not new for foreigners, for Americans or Canadians.
Right.
I've seen that in Canada, where they refuse to go get gas until they have to put the price back down.
Yes.
But the other thing I wanted to mention in relation to this whole CBDC, the currency, is when I heard about the cashless society, that the whole world was going cashless, I thought to myself, well, they can always do what they want to do. I will continue to use cash, because how are they going to get the whole world to be cashless? But this morning, I barely heard a news on the BBC. I wish I could replay it to get the exact details. But what they're planning to do in the UK is to start taking out notes out of circulation.
Yeah, that is a must, In order to force it on you, every time somebody bring in notes, it will never leave that bank again.
Yes, and what they're saying is they're giving people a certain time a
Yes,
deadline.
I gave you a certain time to bring in your notes. After that time, the note no value nothing.
Exactly. So if you are one of those persons who say, I'm going to hold on to my money and still use it as a means of exchange for locally between my neighbors or whatever for my purchases, then that money is not going to have any use if you try to take it to the bank.
So you have to find a different way to protest then.
That's what I'm saying. So we have to look at it. But I'm just, for me, I just look at all these things happening and I pay attention for information just to know what's happening. But I'm just imploring the people that are listening, don't get caught into the fear of it, because that's
exactly.
Don't become angry. Don't become angry. Don't get caught in the fear. Don't get anxious. Because once you do that, you're buying into their hands. And when you get into those emotional frequencies, you're going to be weakened. You can't think, and you're not going to want to do anything, to counteract what they're doing. So let us just mobilize ourselves and just stay aware, have a plan as to what it is we're going to do to survive what is coming.
Yes, put your mind to work.
Yes.
Don't fear. Put your mind to work. What do I do? How do I respond?
That's right. Your mind and your energies. Use your energies in a productive way. So let us mobilize and come together, because it is even going to be more. When the NITs come in, which is why they're kind of tying in both things at the same time, because they're busy with registrations now. They're busy registering people. They're busy. All the undocumented Jamaicans are getting documented. All the fathers' names are getting on the birth certificates. They're trying to get everybody into the database, because the NIDS and the CBDC go together. And that is going to be another phase in what we see happening. So
a new phase of bondage.
Control, data collection, surveillance, you name it. That's what it's going to be. It was always about control. The system was always about control, but they're adding data collection now, where they know everything about you. They know, and now surveillance, where they know everywhere you go, whatever you eat, wherever you travel, whatever you do, they're going to be knowing all of that. So that's where it is going. But like I said, let us just keep our eyes open. Let us keep our faith and not get fearful, because we can't operate and we can't function if we are coming from a place of fear. We have to be fearless and do what we need to do in order for us to survive.
Right.
So that's it for today. Thank you so much, and have a good day, and all the best to you and your listeners.
Like, for instance, if you and me on this program, we are encouraging people, don't get afraid. Just make a plan, find out how you will respond. Don't be afraid. They will blacklist us as an opposition now, organizing against their system. And they will try to weaken us then now, right?
We're enemies of the state.
Yes, and then now their supporters who believe in them very much will say, boy, this program, I don't like the program again. Don't like all these people talking against my people's system. And they will threaten you, say, not going to call the program again. And another one going to say, not going to call the program again, especially like how I am such a popular caller. And by doing so, bring the ratings of your program down, which is our next form of saying, seize your money, or if you don't bring in the money by a certain date, you're not going to have no money. You're not going to have any currency, because you don't even believe, people believing in you, or say, I like to listen to that program. That's a form of currency, you know. And when you are not current again, people say, she's not current again, not going to listen to her. All about currency. So the threat will always be there. Say, we're going to withdraw support from you. But we also have that power of support and withdrawing support too. So it's a bluff game.
Yeah, and it's the way how you separate. It's how the separating takes place.
Yes.
You know, the Bible talks about separating the wheat from the tares and
Yes.
the sheep from the goat. It's how you decide. It's how the separation work takes place.
Yes.
People who move on one side, or the broad road, or the narrow road.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so it automatically happens that way because people, every single experience, every single incident calls and comes down to a matter of choice.
Yes.
It's how we choose in any given moment.
Yeah.
So the choices we make will determine which side we are on.
Yeah, man.
And if you're on the side for survival, and if you're on the side for truth, and if you're on the side for the new earth, then you're going to make a certain choice. And if you're on the other side, you will make a certain choice.
Right.
The sad thing that even in this choice, Jerry, even in making this choice, even family members are going to be against family members.
Yes.
You know, so sometimes it's going to be the hard decision to make, but it's just what it is. It's a matter of choice.
Yes.
You know?
And that is why I am appealing from today that people who approve of the freedom of expression that we entertain on this radio station, please support us. Since you don't have to agree with everything our presenters say, but at least you know that we will entertain the alternative views. Therefore, please support us. We're going to ask for more and more support, and we are going to be willing to give more and more support to the public.
How is that demonstrated? How is the support demonstrated?
We just like how you said a while ago, let us not panic, let us devise some ways. We don't necessarily devise all of the ways yet. As long as we don't panic, we will be able to make a vehicle or a container for your support.
We'll get a bus. We'll get our own bus on the road.
Yes, and no matter whatever little business you have, we will help you to advertise it much cheaper than how somebody else will advertise it.
Yeah.
Many different ways. We will support one another.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, yeah?
For sure.
Nice.
Okay.
By the way, Roy Black. Another call? All right, let's go to the next call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Simon.
Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
What are you doing?
On our topic, I have a little situation with a certain, I don't know if I can call me.
No, tell me the situation first. You sound very muffled. Why is it that you sound very muffled? Why?
Okay, you hear me now?
Go on again.
Yes, I don't know if I can call names, but
No, don't stress on the name now. And you're on a speakerphone?
No, I take it off speakerphone.
And you're in a hollow, you're in an empty room? Are you in an empty room?
Yes, one. Because I'm
It sounds like
I'm overseas.
You're what? Overseas?
Yeah.
Alright, if you did come out of the empty room, probably wouldn't sound so hollow. But alright, you say, what is the situation?
I'm going to take my money and tell me he's going to
Still not hearing good, and because we're not hearing, hold on. We're still not hearing you well. And because we're not hearing you well, if you slow down, I'm sure we'll be able to hear each word by word. But if you just talk it smooth, it's going to be more difficult. Talk it slow like how you hear me talking now. Each word separate.
Okay. I give some money.
Yeah.
To construct a building in Jamaica for me and St. Elizabeth.
Oh, construct building in Jamaica.
Yes.
And you give him it by sending the money to Jamaica, or you give it to him in his hand?
Yes. No. I send the money to Jamaica.
Yeah. You know him as
And
you know him as a constructor?
No.
Then
I
who
didn't know him
tell you
at
to
all.
then who advised you to use him?
A pastor.
A pastor.
A pastor.
Yes.
A
And
pastor
where the
advised
pastor know him from?
The pastor knew him as a constructor. I think I know.
All right. And you know where the pastor live?
Yes.
And you know where him work, where him church is?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, sir. You give the man some money for construct a building in Jamaica. What else up?
And the man take the money and order three ton of steel.
Three what? 3 what?
3 ton of steel.
3
and
tons of steel, right?
And nothing else.
Nothing else. Only the 3 tons of steel. Then when him get the 3 tons of steel, where him put it?
He put it on the land, man. He put it on the land and everything. And
Put it on the land. Hold on. Take it easy. Him put the steel on the land where the construction must take place.
Yes.
All right. Him leave a watchman there on the land.
No. There was no watchman.
All right. Hold on. The watchman. Hold on. No watchman. So the steel so the steel can travel then.
No. Another steel get taken.
Another what?
Another steel get taken. The man have 650,000 685,000 and I can't get his dollar. So I take him to the court.
You take him to court where?
In St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz.
Oh, you are not abroad again?
No, I fly down and take him to court.
Yes? And what happened?
And the judge gonna tell me and him to go outside and discuss when he gonna pay me. He gonna say he gonna pay me $50,000 the first hour.
You had a lawyer there?
No, there was no
hold
lawyer
on.
present.
The man had a lawyer there?
No, there was no lawyer present.
What the judge name?
I couldn't tell you.
You hold on. You have a case in court and you don't know what the judge name?
No, I don't know what the judge name.
Hold on. You have been abroad in foreign long time?
Yes.
How long?
12 or so years.
12 years.
No.
All right.
More than 30 years.
All right. So the next kind of move you make, you see? You're going to move same way?
No.
All right, hold on. The next time you go court, you're going to go talking to a judge and don't know them name?
No.
So you're going to make some changes then?
Yes, sir.
When you're going to make the changes?
No.
No. Boy, you sound right.
I can find out the judge name.
Yes, you find out the judge name. So you decide to make the changes now. So from now on, you're not going to be an easy target again.
Yes.
You know, so this can save you $6 million, $60 million.
Yes.
Instead of the 685,000. If you make some changes now, and maintain those changes and keep your eye open all the while and aware, you probably save your $6 million and 660 million little more down the line.
Which is right.
Eh?
Which is right.
Yeah. So the pastor now, you make the pastor now say you can't go to court?
The pastor was there. The pastor know, and the pastor reach out to him and never get through.
No, you don't have the pastor. No, you don't have the pastor never get through. The pastor can reach out to him. No, the pastor can reach out to him
and never get through.
Yes, let me tell you that still. But the pastor can reach out to.
You want the pastor name?
No, I don't want the pastor name, but you write it down. You have it right down?
Yes, sir.
The pastor put on weight recently?
No.
Not in front of you. Oh, not in.
No, the pastor skinny.
Eh? I'm skinny. Oh.
Him come from one
It
place.
sound like him is as wise as a serpent. The pastor sound like him wise as a serpent.
Yep. And no, I give him $150,000 to tie.
Who you get?
I gave the contractor $150,000 to tie the steel.
Yeah.
Which he never delivered to the man and tie the steel.
Yeah.
Now the man can't come after me because me and him didn't hold that reason. He asked the man.
So hold on, all of this work is being done in a district where near to where you live?
Yes, all this work is being done in
So where the steel is now?
Harton.
From him drop the steel and it missing?
No, from him drop his steel, he not turn back.
Oh, but the steel is there, none of it not missing it.
Yeah, the steel is there and everything.
All right.
I reach further with the house.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, from now on, I can't talk too long, but from now on, you try keep your eye them open at all time and be aware and don't make decision like that. Like going to court and in front of a judge and you don't know the judge name. So from now on, if you really decide to change from today, you can get back ahead of the game even if you lose everything. From now on, you can cause of save the rest of your life.
Okay.
Yeah, but the next time I go court, and the first thing if you do, I find out the judge name. I find out how the judge listen him careful.
He did tell me, man, something similar to him.
Come again.
Something similar.
No, don't bother tell me him name. You find out him full name. All right, here's sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Have any more?
All right.
Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Jerry. Good afternoon, Billy.
Wagwan.
There again, man. Jerry, be patient with me because when you hear you say, you're a bit impatient, and patience is an emotion.
Yes. Impatient.
Fully and say, boy, you should have been a little bit more patient with the caller, with the Maria or next caller. So that is a good thing when you can examine yourself and try to do better.
Yeah.
So as Jerry, may I observe a thing, then? And may I put it to you now? You realize what happened to the the four children and the five and the mother.
Yeah.
The other day was a wicked and murderous act.
Yes, man.
You understand? Would you agree with me if I tell you that when a prime minister of any nation, if them sign an agreement with the World Health Organization to vaccinate the entire population, by whatever means necessary, young and old, that they, and knowing the facts that, the vaccine or this type of vaccine can add adverse reaction to some person that to even death. And, for example, there are person who, me and you know, if them eat peanut, them swell up. And there are other person who, them now have an allergic reaction to it.
Yeah.
If you as a government force persons, whether you use a private.
Sorry about that. We have more? No more? All right. Numbers then are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Have a call? All right, go ahead, please. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, brother Jerry.
Well, go on.
I dare give thanks unto the Almighty, the first Emperor of Ethiopia, and the Almighty Empress Ras, Azara Meninat Saros, the first Empress of Ethiopia, and giving thanks unto the High Present, and all truthful, innocent, blessed citizens, throughout planet Earth. that stand for truth, equality, love, and justice, and loyalty, and dignity, and sanity, and mercy, and justice for one and all without regard to race, color, creed, or spirituality. Yes, brother.
Yeah, man.
As I say, I want really get where I said to the Prime Minister, doing that there, and then Minister was sit for him. When name was Oriya Strong,
yeah,
and the whole of honor. I want to ask honor, politician where I work with Elizabeth.
No, hold on. This station not connected with them, you know, so you can address. I don't know if it makes sense to address things to them through the station, but tell where you go ask them.
All right, I want to ask them how long them are with Elizabeth for keep us enslaved for she and our European family and followers and America family and followers and who else in the genocide conspiracy of enslavement.
Yeah.
I want the commissioner of police, how long you are going to hide your conscience in lie and guilt and coward and traitor and murderous act with the politician them are enslaved your innocent brothers and sisters. When uno know say the politician them build all the garrison them in Jamaica. 99% of the youth them in Jamaica we have gone. Uno know that commissioner of police, head of Jamaica Defense Force. Uno allow the politician them to rob $600 billion. Uno not done nothing about the commissioner of police. You know, authorize the police service to go get the politician them arrested for the judges and lawyers them try them and punish them for them genocide crime with them run here carry out. See Elizabeth, how comes commissioner of police, head of Jamaica Defense Force, how comes on a liar, traitor, and murderer?
All right, yeah, hear me now.
Innocent.
All right, me hear that. So, what you would have like to discuss now about how to get out from under them?
Oh, what, brother?
How would you like us to discuss now? How to get out from underneath them?
Brother, I know, say, centralize and organize with I self. And I truthful brothers and sisters we stand for truth and love and righteousness of the Almighty where produce truth in our living being.
Hold on. We can't make no plans by just a talk non-stop. You talk. Brother. Hold on. You listen me little. Listen.
Yes, brother.
We can't make no plans by you a talk non-stop for 5 minutes and then me talk non-stop for 5 minutes. You know. That just going to be a speech making. And when we make plans now is when we sit down together and discuss, all right, what is the next step we can do that if me and you do those things together, it will help me and help you. What kind of thing me and you could have done now, could have helped both of you and make us stronger for have more freedom? Tell me about 2 or 3 things we could have done.
Brother, I have a piece of earth here where the Almighty give I Psalm 11 and Psalm 40. I live at Jubilee.
Yeah.
1997 for Trad and my granduncle Brookman Harris have the national policy for all unoccupied crown land in Jamaica.
Yeah, so you say you have some land, right?
Yes.
All right.
And I do farming, cultivating, fulfilling I vision with I baby I ever
All right. So tell me some other things now. What we could have do together? Like, what you suggest? Why else you suggest we could have do together? 2 or 3 things we could have do.
Brother, within farming and education, I rise to power. Food security and education security.
No, hold on. Those are what you're talking about. There is not no steps, you know. There is some general statement that we are talking about some step by step, what we can do step by step. Like what?
Brother. If I speak into myself, I don't organize myself with what the Almighty tell I to do. What the Almighty tell I what is to be done, and that I do. Plant food, help heal our brothers and sisters, and help to extend truth, love, and mercy and endurance. And defend the Almighty, faith, life, name, and teaching, which must spread around the globe, right around the globe, and establish truth and righteousness in all truthful flesh upon this new planet.
All right. Because it gonna sound like it can work.
And it sound like it can work. It must have to work. It's the only
Yes, okay.
way.
All right, we'll keep in touch then and we'll see if it can work it.
Brother.
Yes, I.
Give thanks for truth and love and righteousness and dignity and sanity which the Almighty has provided. Fire night.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. We have any more? Next one. Good. Great. Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome. Next one. Good afternoon. All right. Next one. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Jerry.
Yes, what going?
Good day, man. Yeah, Jerry, I get cut off for too long.
Yeah.
But the point to me that time is this. The Prime Minister with the WHO, sign an agreement to get people vaccinated in Jamaica, and the private sector, they might use big now to push it, and they might use the school to push it on our kids. Everybody have different reaction to this vaccine, and there are persons who, get them demised by this vaccine. So, me draw the vaccine in the argument to show say a murder the Jamaican people them. You understand? By forcing them to take something that they don't want to take, some of us don't want to take. So they want to murder you in an economic way to say, you can't work in other places unless you do this or you take 2 jobs. You understand? So the Prime Minister within policy, it come like murder just like them 5 people with that man they murder. You understand? And some people that say, him have a mental illness or whatever. But sometimes it's because of greed and power, while certain government make certain decision to please whoever. You understand? And they are puppets and they are being used to perpetrate murderous things on a population. And that's how I see it.
Yeah, anytime you see them make agreement and don't explain to the people or don't check with the people, say some kind of selling out or going. Or come on thing with them, yeah man, true.
Yeah, but in terms of solution now, Jerry, because you as a teacher you always talk about, what is solution, and that lady who called you earlier with her sweet voice like Marie voice, that talk about the digital currency and so on, and rightfully what she said, and I agree with you. I'm learning this from you, so don't get too panic. Don't be fearful. You understand? Because certain things is like it's like a must. It's gonna happen, but how you gonna respond to it is basically the issue. So how we have to respond to all of these things that are going on in our nation in terms of crime, mass incarceration of black man for some simple petty things sometimes, we have to unite like all these gangs unite, the good people have to unite and in terms of them community and organize things to mitigate against the loss of lives. You understand? So we have to deal with if you have to capture land and plant food, you plant food. If you have to put security measures in place in your community to mitigate against the goat thief, them whatever thief, we have to do that. You understand? Because it's about our collective survival. You understand? Because the current government that we have, PNP and JLP, they are hell bent on keeping the status quo the way they are.
You understand? And if you live in a Jamaica for the last 10 years, if you don't know that as an adult, then you need to wake up. You understand? And realize we have to unite to the point where if the police are the security force.
All right, hear this now. Hear this, for instance. The egg farmer them in Jamaica, them a jack up the price, and some of them are complain say, because there is so much egg farmer, the supermarket a play a game with them, and the people who buy a egg a play a game with them. The people who buy egg ask this one how much you charge for the egg, and them tell them go ask the next one, them go right wrong. Till them get the cheapest price, and then them say, make a test the egg, see if it really good. And if the egg tastes good, them hold it and them buy the cheapest one. The egg farmer, them don't like that. Them are organized for all egg farmer join up together so that them can put on the high price for people and you can't get it from it. Now, whose interest the egg farmer acting in?
In the interest of them one another.
Aye.
Not the general
all right.
public.
But there's not all of them join up in that. And there's one of them organizing that all of them for come in a cartel. But some of them prefer stay out of the cartel and just try to sell them egg cheaper. So now, when them are just join up in a cartel, as I say, it is in their interest. So what we know the buyer must do, like how the most of the producers would have like join up together against we. What we the buyer must do?
We must boycott. Once we can identify those producers that join up as cartel, we boycott buying from them. So if we have to say in the local community in our country, we say, all right, you raise couple fowl we sell egg.
Yeah.
You understand? And try to no go at Mr. Chin supermarket.
All right, so whatever them do, if we just keep it cool and don't afraid, we can do something else counter to that. And don't panic. Just like how the lady I tell us that them a plan for bringing them digital currency and lock down the whole economy. And you have to slave for them. Make we don't panic because something, we can work out something. Never you believe, say, your goose get cooked and babble and I go hold it down and it'll get worse and worse. You hear me now, man?
No, man. You're going to be twice defeated in the race of life once you reach that stage.
So, all right, every day, we could keep our ears open and find out all the different plans of the different group and different interest group and find out who... hold on, man. Listen, man. You know, listen.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Yeah, so all we have to do, keep our eye open and observe all things every day and find out the techniques. Because when I think what burns me the most, you know, every day I go out, every price I go up. So therefore now, make we play the game now and study the game. And if we have to boycott them, we boycott them. Because make us see, out of we and them, which one can last out more. All right, thanks. Here's that.
Yeah, one more thing, Jerry, please. You see that caller, the young lady who called earlier, I encourage her to call a program more often. Her voice sounds sweet, just like Marie.
Yes.
Look more.
All right, but we're not going to just fall in love, you know. We're going to fall into agreement, to have sensible agreement. If the agreement don't make no sense, we now watch a pretty voice.
Yeah, man, she sounds sensible.
All right.
Come and evaluate.
Yes, and worse now, if we go watch the pretty voice now, me and you go clash up. About 5 men go clash up our door. And kill one. And me kill her. And you know, so when you get mad, we kill all 5 men.
Straight.
Yeah, because, we're not going to really do that, you know. Only that as joke. But you know, so some man will get mad. Yes, man, some man will get mad and kill all 5. Yeah, man.
Alright.
It come like joke. Some man will take it as joke. But we're not going to shout at good company, man, and good ladies. We're not shout at them.
Sure.
Yes, so sorry when the nice one gone, you know, but when nice one gone, nice one going to come.
Without a doubt.
Yes, sir. And more one going to come, so you can turn over there, turn so back. And nobody look for my one. Nobody look for my one in the world, man. That's agreement? No cartel when I farm. Nobody look for my one, right, sir?
Yeah, man, it makes sense.
I agree. Me undertake not to look for your one.
Definitely.
All right, we're not taking it too serious.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Okay, everything good. We have more. Good afternoon. Welcome. Can't find some. Takelemkwa. Yeah. But the live chat freeze up. I don't know what is the situation, but we have 2 music to play and we only have a very few minutes left on the program. Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, Bongo.
Go on.
And then, man, you know, it's an earthquake shut down my yard yesterday.
Well, from last night, me I feel some. I don't really feel an earthquake, you know, but I just feel a sensation.
Yeah. So me I send condolence to them.
Yeah, anything mash up?
Yeah, man, over 1,000 people dead.
Don't away?
Don't Afghanistan, don't
Oh, yes, we hear about it. Me say 1,000 people dead and 2,000 wounded and all kind of something. 600, this and that, yeah. That's true. It's true.
Yeah, earthquake and water them a face.
Yes. All right, tomorrow when we have more time, we talk about it.
10 something.
Yeah, man. Still. All right, we can talk about it tomorrow. We'll listen out and hear what we hear tonight, yeah?
All right.
Thank you very much. Yes, we have any more? Any more? Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Afternoon, teacher.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, man, I'm classmate and listener.
Quickly.
Afternoon. Chief, you know, sir, I did call a bit up just before I go make me a car face straighten.
Yeah, what?
7 times right now, 7 times fall.
Yes,
when one door open,
yes.
close, many more open.
Yes.
So me marry good, yes, but as we said to him, many more good and better lady out there wait the program to kick in to make the thing more.
Nice, more nice.
Because I want me to explain to him in regard to marry, something you ask her when she get back. So, look how you deal with me.
Yeah, man.
And we don't feel that way. We call the same way and do ya.
Yes.
If you say me, I said to Mr. Advocacy and say, marry more smell better than Mr. Coombs.
Yeah.
Mr. Coombs of X9.
No. I remember some Coombs had called me and I tell her we give man bad breath, you know. Coombs have personal experience, you know, and him say the meals them under the table will give bad breath, so he must know. Coombs says so, you know, me says so. We go left that. Eh?
You see the principle and the tolerance of the thing.
Yeah.
No, don't drop it not even one bit.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, man. So enjoy your weekend, you know.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
All right, Monday class continue.
All right, sir. Thank you. We want around.
Yeah, man.
Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome. Next one, please. Are you there? Not hearing. Good afternoon and welcome. Not there. All right. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Hi, Jerry. It's me again. Is it too late to make a song request?
No.
There's a Rose in Spanish Harlem or You're a Child of the Universe by Les Train.
Oh,
whichever one you choose.
No, I think I'm going to go with the Rose, you know.
And I
Drifters,
just want to pick up my brother.
Drifters. A Rose in Spanish Harlem. No, I tell them quick so we can get it quick.
I want to pick up that brother who called and gave me that beautiful compliment. I was actually listening to him, and he sounds very conscious. It's people like those that I'm looking to join with in the move.
Yes,
as we go forward. Yeah. So I hope we'll be able to connect sometime.
My name start call you Rosemary, you know.
I that's my name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if we lose one, we get it back double on the double.
Yeah, but yeah. Is there a way that we could have a database? You know, like have a database of someone.
Yes, we must be able to.
The contact of all these people.
We must be able to.
Must be able to. Okay. Yeah. Let's brainstorm that off air.
All right. All the best.
All right. Okay. Take care.
Thank you very much. Any more? We find the drifters. All right, I think we're going to leave it at that, and we'll get to play the music. Request, there's a Rose in Spanish Harlem. The Drifters, one of the best.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem. It's growing in the street, right up through the concrete, but soft and sweet and baby. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem,
Yes, I had started saying it, you know, and I got interrupted. I strongly suspect that you'll soon be hearing Roy Black on this station, and we did have him here, and he did intimate as much. So let us prepare for things to get even better. Roy Black, the venerable Roy Black, presenter of the Wallets program Saturday Night Alternative, previously known as Saturday Night Alternative. I think we might be getting a better hearing from him, maybe on this station. So look out and listen out. And I think he has already arrived on a title for his new program. Maybe it won't be on a Saturday night, but it is best left to him. But let's hear back again. Typical music that he might play from time to time. Rose in Spanish Harlem, Drifters, let's go.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem. It is a special one, it's never seen the sun. It only comes out when the moon is on the run and all the stars are gleaming. It's growing in the street, right up through the concrete, but soft and sweet and rainy. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish